Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal.
Set a goal, set a goal, set a goal. You guys,
we're stupid. We were literally talking backstage for 30 minutes and it kind of felt like we were live. And I put earlier, I was like, oh, we'll be live soon. Hit the like, guys. And then we just kept going to topic. And pretty soon I'm like, busy. It's 5:30. We've been talking for 30 minutes and people are waiting for us. So sorry, you guys.
You guys are so sorry. We're friends. We're like real friends.
We were catching up and then we were talking about stuff we were going to talk about. And then we were talking about stuff of the big brother and we just all the things. So I'm so sorry. Kylie says, excluding us from the party. Rude. Tired but flawless is here. Hello. Sue says, set a goal. Miss T, hello. All right, you guys. We're so sorry. We're so glad you waited for us. Welcome to Sip Ki with Joleen and Busy. In this episode, this live, we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5. We're going to get completely caught up. So this week's episode will be totally caught up. So, episodes 3 and 4, we're going to roast it. We're going to recap it. We're going to have some laughs, some reenactments. You know the drill. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, feel free to send a super chat while we're live. We'll highlight your comment. We can talk about it. You can send a super thanks after the video post. Shout out to those of you who have done that. Or you can consider joining one of our memberships here on YouTube. Shout out to all of our members and mods. But you don't have to do any of that. You can sit back, relax. A free way to support is subscribe.
Yes.
Hit that like, because the sooner you hit the like, the sooner the YouTube algorithm then is like, oh, they're live, and it shoots us out to more people. We get more people in the live chat. Please, please, please participate in the live chat. We love to hear from you guys. Me and Busy, like I say on my own channel, we're very opinionated, and sometimes me and Busy don't have the same opinions on stuff.
Ever.
So you definitely do not have to have the same opinion as us. You are welcome to sound off in the live chat, right, Busy?
I don't even know who this white woman is sitting beside me.
I'm acting like I'm on my channel. I'm just giving the whole spiel, but it's true. I mean, we like to have a good time. We laugh. We do the stuff. We make the jokes.
You know what I'm thinking about, Joleen?
Welcome,
so
Anna.
I have this. You know how you sign up for something and then you stop using it, but you forget to like that you are not paying the things.
Like every membership thing on my phone that my husband is always like, are you using this? I have a whole bunch of like editing ones for videos, some that I don't use. He's like, why are we paying for this? I'm like, I know, I forgot.
I have a podcast one. I wonder if we should start to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Make these into podcast versions.
Yeah. A lot of people have asked for that on this channel. A lot of people have asked for that on my own channel, and we haven't done it.
All right. Well, I already have a membership, and I already have a bucket. I think I have 70 hours of things to use up. So let's talk about that after. But we can make this into a podcast. It was what I used for my brother. We had a podcast called My Brother and Me, but then me and him got into a fight.
I remember that.
Yeah, but I still use the thing.
Hell yeah, let's do that. Lace says, you mean like the giant Charmin to that my husband started ordering on Amazon during the pandemic? Oh, so your husband is still ordering the
Oh my God, girl, did you? I went to Costco.
I love Costco.
No toilet paper except for Scott.
Really? I never buy toilet paper at Costco because I'm strictly a Cottonelle. The clean one, that has the ribbed for her pleasure.
They have Cottonelle at
not the kind I like. They have like the soft one, and I want the ribbed for her pleasure, the TP. But Alicia Silverstone, don't worry about it. No, just kidding. Alicia Silverstone and another actor have been making these commercials about how you guys, like, we need another thing to be worried about. Okay. And also, if it's your first time joining us, Busy and I kind of catch up in the beginning, and then we get into the roast and recap. But they're apparently in toilet paper. There's like all this toxic stuff that can hurt your butt.
Like what?
I don't know. And can cause a whole bunch of bad stuff.
What you talk to? You talk to Alicia Silverstone.
I just know that it can be toxic for your booty. That's all I remember. I don't remember the specifics, but it was like a cute little ad. So there's this toilet paper company that they were, and I don't know the name of it. So now I was thinking,
what information are you giving us, Jolie?
Well, I'm thinking that I need to get this special non-toxic toilet paper now, because I never even thought that toilet paper was toxic. I did think like Scott toilet paper, like you're talking about. That is, some people, God bless them if you can use that. I cannot. That is like at school, the toilet paper they give you, just rough. You're gonna tear. It's gonna be
It's gonna rip. You're going to touch boo boo.
You're gonna touch. Oh my God, they're still embarrassingly huge. Cammy says Charmin all the way. Yeah, a lot. I like the Charmin.
I love Charmin.
But Cottonelle, I'm telling. There's just something about the ribbed, clean Cottonelle. But when it's too soft, it's.
I like it soft, and I like the Charmin that now it goes like an eggshell heart.
Oh, that's cute. But
Yeah.
Actually, not too soft, too thick.
Oh, you don't like it too thick?
No.
I want a pillow wiping my booty hole.
It's no, too much fabric. I don't know.
Yeah,
okay. There we go. There you go. Okay, you guys.
I liked your video from yesterday. Just catching up
yes.
from yesterday. I actually really loved that video from yesterday. Getting people to vote, and then today I did make a voting plan with my partner. So we are deciding not to vote on November 5th. We are voting early, and we have our voting plan. I don't want to mail in. So last week the mail person didn't come for 3 weeks.
Would they quit?
I don't know. And the thing is, I was sending out bills. Judge me if you want to. I don't care. I use checks.
What are you, Nana? Yeah. Oh my God, you and Nana can Nana sits at the dining room table and balances her checkbook.
And I'm ready to do it. I still use checks.
That's
so
crazy. I can't remember the last check I
wrote. That flag was up for 3 days, and I was thinking, where are they? We got mails and bills from like weeks ago. So I've decided I'm gonna go there, and it also feels better to just do it in person. You get your sticker, you feel like it's and you see different flags, different signs. You're in the line with the other people. It's your last chance to influence someone. I love to do it in person.
I don't. I hate it. No, thank you. I want to mail it in.
You like people?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
Sometimes the people I want to talk to. I think that's who it is.
So everybody, make sure that you have your voting plan. If you live in the state of Maryland, early voting is from October 24th to October 31st. So you have time to vote early in the state of Maryland.
Early and often. No, not often. Just
not
once.
often. Just
once.
Just one time.
Says, remember the different color TP? Yes.
What's
that was like
color TP?
Back in the day, they had like pink and blue and different colors of TP.
Toilet paper?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It's also, why did they have carpet in bathrooms?
Nobody had a carpet in the bathroom.
Yes. Oh, my grandpa.
You're lying.
I am not lying.
No one had a carpet.
Put it in the chat if you ever knew or heard of anybody back in the day having carpet in their restroom.
No one would have a carpet in the bathroom. Toilets overflow.
They're in the 70s and stuff, sometimes in the 60s. If you look online on Zillow on really old homes.
No, this is a lie. I'm not going. No.
I promise you, sir, it is the truth.
Call your mom right now. You're lying. A carpet in a bathroom?
Yes.
If you take a bath, water's going to come over.
Sue says, my mom carpeted everything in the 70s. Yep. And Andrea said, every house I've lived in had carpet.
In the bathroom,
the 70s had carpet everywhere, Miss T.
In the bathroom, everywhere but the bathroom.
He's pretending he's too young to remember, but he was alive in the 70s.
A carpet
This
in
is a
the
baby boomer.
bathroom? It doesn't make
Yes.
sense.
And then those rugs that went over the toilet seat.
Now I do it. Now I do know those.
I just don't understand that. A lot of
It was like the
bacteria.
toilet monsters. What was it?
Cammy's
Look who's
telling us.
talking 2 or Look who's talking 1? When it was very scary.
Oh, it's so scary, the toilet monsters. Leigh says my first 2 houses had carpet in the bathroom until we removed it. The builder is still using it because it's cheaper. Oh my God. Anna says my friend bought an old Chicago suburbs house in the last few years and she had to rip the carpet
That
out
is
of
wild to me.
disgusting. Yeah. Carpet. I'll look up like on Zillow, I'll look up like older homes in like LA or homes out in Palm Springs that have like a history or whatever. And a lot of them that haven't been like changed will have the carpet in the bathroom. It's disgusting.
It is.
It's disgusting. So while we pondered that, you guys, we're going to do an attendance call. Welcome you all and tell us where you are watching from, what you are sipping on, and who your favorite Real Housewife of Salt Lake City is.
Oh, I love that.
A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Just kidding, it's stale and only I get paid.
Oh,
Hey, so I'm doing something new today.
is that a Mountain Dew?
I'm doing something new today. Okay, so look. So you know I love Bubly, so I stand by the brand.
I gotta go grab my drink, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna turn off my cam.
All right.
And mute.
So I love Bubly, stand by the brand, going to do it. So today, I'm busyblu. I'm sipping on this from the Washington, D.C. metro area. And I'm going to be having my normal water, organic lemon. I stole this specifically from Joleen and Chel's home. I've been keeping it for today. And then I'm going to be having a strawberry sunset bubbly. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. All right, quiet on the set, people. Are you ready? I hate when it does this. 1 second, please.
Good Lord, the ASMR on that.
That was crispy. That was crispy.
That was put your Crispies in the chat. If you're a member, you'll have the crispy emoji. We got to add more emojis.
We do.
To our membership.
All right. So then this is, so you know, I have a soda stream and I make my own waters all the time.
That sounds nice. Oh, clearly Canadian. I love clearly Canadian lace.
So I don't know if I should do a cherry cola or I bought this new one, which is Mountain Dew.
Mountain
What
Dew.
do you think?
You got to do the dew.
You think so?
Yeah,
I just
you
bought
got to
this
do
one
the
today.
dew. Yes.
So put it in
Cammy's
the
upstate New York.
comments.
Pellegrino. Seltzer. Mary makes me laugh the most. Hell yeah.
Mary does make me laugh the most.
Oh, Shasta root beer. Have you ever had Shasta?
What's Shasta?
It's pop soda. It's a brand. Shasta.
You say pop?
Pop. It's pop. Mm-hmm.
I
It's
love
pop.
it. You say pop.
It's pop. My dad
No,
was
that's
a
what
Pepsi man.
This is the sign language for pop.
I know that too because I took sign language in elementary school. Pop. And this is popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So I want pop. Hi, Ramona. Good to see you over here. I posted on my community tab. So we have
I'm gonna post it on my community tab.
lean teamers coming over. Love to see it. New Orleans. Oh, I love a cherry Coke mixed tea. I love a regular Coke. Even though my dad worked for Pepsi my whole life, well, now he's retired, I still prefer Coke products. Oh, yeah.
Ew, why? Oh yeah,
an old
sorry.
brand.
I said, oh why? I love Coke. I hate Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't. Well, there might be people that prefer Pepsi. My mom prefers Diet Pepsi to Diet Coke, and I don't understand it, but that is the life she chose to lead. You guys, I am sipping on a Waterloo cherry limeade flavor, and then busy. So I have been trying to drink less Diet Cokes and less things that have what's that thing you're not supposed to drink a lot of that's in Diet Coke?
Aspartame?
Yeah, because I was like aspartame and out. So my friend Nicole brought me onto these poppy sodas.
What's that?
They're like I don't know, they're at Target. They're like a prebiotic soda. Okay. So I don't know if that's like good for your tummy or something. It's got 4 grams of sugar, no fake stuff, prebiotics, yeah, for your gut, and infused with apple cider vinegar. And let me tell you, the raspberry rosé, you would
It's
like
good?
it, busy. You would like it. And sometimes I add just a little bit of light lemonade. I got
Okay.
like the Simply. Oh, what a beverage that makes. What a beverage. They also have ones like this at Trader Joe's that are the another rosé, non-alcoholic, but that rosés and everything's rosé now. And they have a Trader Joe's version that's really good too, with just a little bit, if you want a little sweeter, just a little bit of lemonade. But this raspberry rose busy, it's kind of, it says like right on it, it's like not, or on the Trader Joe's ones, like especially the Trader Joe's ones, it says not non-alcoholic, because it does. The Trader Joe's ones tastes like it could be a wine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good. You don't want any ice in it? Is it already cold?
It's really cold, and I had to run downstairs and my ice melted. And then I have the Waterloo on the side, and I don't do ASMR well, so that's all we're gonna get. No Krispies
All right.
for me.
So I did a poll, and 10% felt like I should do the Mountain Dew, but
You did a poll for us?
yeah.
Where?
So I learned this later. You have to go to I have YouTube open on the side, so then we can do polls and stuff throughout the
Let
time.
me open YouTube so I can see what you did.
But it says that it's only 91% said that I should do the cherry cola, and only 9% said that I should
Mountain Dew?
Yeah, do Mountain Dew. So, but there's still time to vote. So
I don't see it. It's on our community or what? Oh no, it's in the video.
It's in the video in the chat.
Oh my God, Grandma Joleen is blown away by this technology. Yay, we got 41 likes. You guys keep smashing that like. Don't end the poll. I got to vote too. So why does it say I voted cherry cola when I most certainly did not?
Because you're probably under our name right now.
Yeah, I am. I can't vote because let me change to Joleen to my other account so I can vote.
All right, so let's see what everybody else is drinking. A Shasta. I'm a Coke Zero person. Whitney Rose prefers Diet Pepsi, and that's why I don't trust her. Whitney Rose, okay. Des Moines,
Des Moines.
Iowa.
Did you call it Des Moines?
Des Moines, Iowa. Enjoying a protein root beer. That sounds so disgusting. What's in it?
Oh, root beer float sounds great. Just with the
protein run
with a little protein powder, maybe.
I mean, I guess. Shout out to you, Kylie.
Kylie, you're probably killing it in the muscle area. I need some protein.
So
that didn't sound good.
By moonshine, you mean by Mountain Dew, you mean moonshine, right? No, okay. So these are the votes. I don't think it's gonna be more than cherry Coke. So I'm gonna put some cherry Coke in this.
So that's all you do?
Yeah, just pour it in.
Does it have like sugar in it?
It has everything in it.
So all the syrup. So it's like the syrup that's in the machines that.
Yep.
And then what do you add to it?
Nothing.
Is that just water?
This is the water that I just poured.
Oh, sorry. I'm confused.
So
that poll took me out. I'm like, what? What the frick? Yeah, Mountain Dew does have a lot of caffeine. I remember drinking that as a kid because it was a Pepsi product at the time. And, ooh.
I need a
stuff.
spoon so I can stir it up a little bit.
Kylie said, stick a green vanilla yogurt in the freezer, pour some root beer over it. Oh my God, I like that. Some diet root beer over it. Okay, what kind of diet root beer? Are we talking A&W? There's protein in ice cream for real, Sharon. I'll believe you. Sharon. Andrew says, currently in Columbia, Maryland. I just saw Robin's Glow 30 business. Robin has a new business? It's not just hats anymore? Potomac Robin, busy, has a new business?
I don't know.
Glow 30.
Yeah, Glow 30. Man, she was opening it up the last season.
I thought she just had hats. I didn't watch much of last season. Was it good?
It is.
Put cream in it?
No, it tastes like cherry Coke.
Oh my God. I need to try that. How many yes, A&W. How much sugar, calories, all that? Is just like a regular soda?
So this should go in one of the full. You have a soda stream?
No, I should. I love pop.
I could send you one.
You're gonna buy me one?
I have two.
Okay, send me one.
Yeah. Did you get my last gift? You did. You sent me pictures of it.
He sent me beautiful flowers and a teddy bear, and then I have it when Julie passed away.
Go with your decor.
Yes, decor. So then it came in like a little pumpkin jar. The flowers did. So I washed out the pumpkin jar after, and now it's on my entryway table, and I could put stuff in it. And I
did
love
all of that intentionally. I was like, Joleen's gonna love this.
I loved it. I was so happy.
So it should go on one of those tall things. Okay. It says
hold on, I got
0 fat, 10 milligrams of sodium, 14 grams of carbohydrate, 14 grams of sugar, but it should go in one of the 12 ounces of things.
Okay. Kylie says you can get sugar-free concentrates for soda stream also. Oh,
everywhere. Yeah, they have sugar-free ones too.
I need to have that because I do love myself, a little sodium. I could probably make my own concoctions and stuff.
I'm gonna try this later on in the show though. All right, so you ready to get into it?
Let's get into it. If you haven't already smashed the like, you guys, like I said, sound off in the chat as we're going through what's going on. Busy has his notes. Yes. And Ramona has a question. You just add that to carbonated water or just plain water?
Carbonated water.
Oh yeah, because you showed us the bubbly. Jolene, what the heck? Okay. So let's start with episode 3. The title of episode 3, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5. And that was something like brow girls, bobbleheads, and basketball, like basketball, bobbleheads, and brows.
And for those who don't know, we are reviewing episode 3 and 4 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It comes on every Wednesday. We'll be reviewing it again on Thursday.
Yep. And then we're going to fit in a spooky.
I can't wait. We're gonna finally talk about scary movies.
At the end, remind me. I want to talk about a scary movie from last night, and that we might have to go back and watch. But I do want to get into Housewives. But at the end, remind me, guys.
Yeah, there's another scary movie that I want to watch.
Save it.
Okay, remind me. Okay, say busy. You were high.
You are high.
You were
high. Okay, busy. You were high.
I watched a scary movie with an edible. Girl, top notch.
I'm sober. Boring.
I can't do that. You can't have an edible?
I try to just stay away from everything pretty much. But not saying I could never. I don't know. Sue H says, I never know what I'm going to learn here. Seriously.
That's true.
It is. I love Sue because Sue will remember the little quotes and put it up for us, and I appreciate it. Okay, so Real Housewives episode 3, bobbleheads, basketball bros.
3 really quickly. So everybody's getting excited and they're getting ready for the trip. Whitney says that she's excited that everybody's coming, and that Heather's rope course really helped everybody get together. Meredith, she's like, I'm having you're better with her quotes than I am, but she's having red flags about the trip.
I know for my family and Seth, I'm gonna go on this trip, but I'm having red flags, so I might not be able to make the trip, Whitney.
And her husband was like, girl, Whitney's like high school algebra. Just don't pay attention to it, which actually bothers me because
he said we don't use it. Do we use it?
Yes.
In what? I'm like math illiterate. I'm not good at math.
So neither am I. I think me and your partner, I think me and your partners are the same.
Yeah, Chel's good at math.
Yeah, but it's like algebra, high school algebra. I'm sorry. The first one is extremely important. This is how many dollars you have. X times 12 equals this. What is that? That's algebra.
Oh, okay. So it's guessing. Educated guessing.
Oh, it's a guessing game. No, we're not guessing. We're trying to figure out what the number of X, what X equals.
Yeah, that sounds important.
Extremely.
But Seth, he's working in Ohio. Whatever he's doing in Ohio, he's not using algebra.
Algebra is the most important one that I've learned. And I went through all of the maths. Algebra was the most important one that I learned out of everyone. Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. Because it gets difficult when you're like, okay, I need $1,200 a year for this one specific bill. I make $200
Party Rock, thank you,
a month. How many months plus X do I need in order to make sure that I have enough for the year? That's algebra.
That's why I never know. That's why I can't budget. Miss T says Seth works for Big Lots. Does he really? I used to love a Big Lots.
Are they still around?
I think there's a Big Lots by me, maybe.
Yeah, we have a Big Lots.
So why'd you ask if they're still around if you got a Big Lots?
Because you're like, I used to love them. And I'm thinking, wait a second.
Well, in Arizona, there was a Scottsdale Big Lots that I enjoyed that was near my office where I worked. But yeah, Juju said, Ohio, say no more. Apologies to Ohio. The corporate offices in Ohio. Does he really work? Are you serious?
All the older gentlemen work out of state, I guess. Well, he's young.
Seth?
Is he younger than Meredith?
I don't think so.
He looks younger than Meredith.
Well, maybe he doesn't have filler. I don't know. Oh,
Jolene, Google it.
My family.
My family.
Busy. It's because when you take a bath, your skin will rise and
I think he's like, girl, I don't have time to talk about this. Just go to the trip.
There's a screenshot Kylie said of his LinkedIn going around online. It's legit. I miss that. I'm just getting out of the Big Brother world. I'm still kind of in it. But so I missed that, Kylie. Oh my God, Miss T says very serious. They saw the logo on something in the scene they did. No way.
I'm sorry, Andrea.
Sorry, Andrea. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so then it says, so then after then it says, I wrote these notes. You know what's crazy is that I write notes. Just a quick deviation. I was writing notes for the RHOSLC of Potomac, and they were asking her daughter what the new girl Stacy asking her daughter what her number was, just in case she gets lost on their trip in Portugal or whatever, or Cabo, whatever the place was. And I was like, I don't even know what my mom's number is, and I write this stuff as I'm thinking it, and then I sit and think about it, and then I'm like, nope, I do know what it is, and I type that too. This was all.
And then you read
my notes. So then Mary calls Whitney. She says, hey, I'm not coming with you guys. You know how I like to fly. I think we're all coming. I'm just not just gonna be going with you guys. It's just gonna be too many of you on the plane. You smell like hospital. I'm not coming with all of you. And Whitney says, if it was anyone else, it would be okay with it. But since it's you, it's okay. So then they all show their intros for the first time. I was hoping that you took notes on their intros because I didn't. It was the first time we got everybody's intro.
I think when I watch on Peacock, I hit skip intro. I forgot
the only person's intro that I really liked was Mary's.
What was hers?
Mary's is never mind. I guess I don't remember, so I don't know.
She was like, I may be
about God, but you all look like sheep.
Oh, but you all look inbred. That's what she said.
Yep, that's what she said. Then we get to a scene with Angie. Angie, she says that She's going because this basketball player is her favorite player. She's really excited. He's Greek. She's Greek. We all gonna learn about Greek freaks.
Can she call him a Greek freak?
She didn't call him a Greek freak. Well, no, his name is the Greek freak. Can you take this photo away and find a picture of her husband in that scene? Can I talk about Sean and how
I knew you were going to talk about her husband because when I saw his thick thighs, how they were all after he got done working out, I was like, Busy is going to be lusting for this man.
Can we talk about how sexy Sean is? I
got a picture of
him like a Reese's cup.
Ooh, I like to put my Reese's cups in the.
I would give him. I will eat him up like Reese's Pieces. Is this a safe space?
Oh, I found a picture of him.
Is this a safe?
Did you know?
Get out of here.
Before.
Chell, get out of here.
Don't disrespect my husband. Did you know who this man was before Heather was saying, oh, Gene Simmons, Alice Cooper, Wayne's World?
No.
Do you know who Alice Cooper is?
No.
Do you know who Gene Simmons is?
Yes.
And who's Gene Simmons?
Music person.
Well, what band is he in?
Metallica.
Metallica? No. Oh my God. One more guess. Don't give it to him in the chat, you guys.
Gene Simmons is in Rolling Stones.
No. Mick Jagger, we apologize. Kiss. I think he's a judge on Dancing with the Stars, and people were not happy with his scores on Phaedra.
Oh my gosh, should we do like a one? I was about to say something, but I feel like it would have come off wrong. Can we do like a 90s rom-com watch for members only?
Yeah,
I really want to watch Never Been Kissed Before because that shit sounds so stupid now that I'm older.
Yeah, it's probably. We can definitely rewatch
Because
that.
I think that people do want us to do a Big Brother season rewatch, and I am dedicated to doing that with you.
Oh, for members, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We just have to pick the season they want. We'll have to put a poll up.
Trust me, girl. We just talked earlier. I could put together a plan. We just gotta go do it.
Mark Fry says we were not happy with any of his scores or his comments. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. I only watched like clips when Ariana was on it. I should be watching it for Phaedra because I do love Phaedra. But yeah, I've heard that people are just dragging Gene Simmons.
I only watch when Iman Shumpert, which is my man. My man is my man. When Iman Shumpert was on it, that's the only time I watched. That man's so fine. If he stole Tatum Bay from me, I would be like, well, okay. Good.
I guess you deserve it.
Yeah, first of all, you do deserve him. I'm just sad that you took him from me. How did you find us? There's so many other people. So
they're going to Milwaukee, and Heather Gay says
she says that she's talking to her husband Sean, and she's like, well, how do you feel about Elisa? How do you feel about Lisa? She says she walked out on her lunch. We tried to have a conversation, but she doesn't want to have a conversation with me. Hopefully we can talk later. But there's a major problem with Brittany, my brow girl.
Oh shit, not the brow girl.
Told me that Jared, her person, is texting someone else, and I don't want to go on this trip when I'm feeling like, do I tell her? Do I not tell her? I'm in this conundrum. And Jared was like, girl, you think Brittany is reading more into this relationship than she should be reading into it? Because it doesn't sound like that's her man. And she's like, well, I don't know. So what do I do? I feel like I should tell her. Maybe I should or shouldn't. And she's like, look, I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do when I get on the trip. And Jared was like, I'm sexy and I'm okay. Then we get to the flight. Brown gets there. Bronwyn did not. She paid Lisa dust. Gave her dust. She was like, hey, hi, how are you? Are you ready for the trip? Bro was like, I got it.
She's mad because she's like,
help with your bags or anything? I could do it.
She's like, Lisa didn't have my back.
Right.
It's like Lisa threw under the bus.
Do you need me to help you with anything else? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like Lisa and her breathiness. Do you need me to help you with anything else? No, I'm good. Girl, they got my bags. We can do it. So they
She
get out,
said-
everybody's sitting down, they're setting things up. Meredith is excited. They get to Milwaukee. Heather doesn't know how to pronounce it. Who cares?
No, she does from Wayne's World. Do you remember that from
Party
Wayne's World?
time, excellent. Sure.
It's like, but it's one of those like pop culture things that I still quote a lot of things from Wayne's World, and I probably because I'm
You do?
just a tinge older than you. But when she was pronouncing it even incorrectly, yeah, because you're like 3 days younger than me. But she was saying something, but it's Milwaukee. And she was like, hey, Amelia. And I'm like, Heather, you're still getting it wrong. You're still getting it wrong. Anyone who's watched Wayne's World and is a kid in the 90s remembers Milwaukee. But she's saying the Badger State. Obviously, I feel protective of it because I'm from Minnesota. It's our neighbor to the east, you know? And so I was like, get it right. Thank you, Andrea, for becoming a member. Andrea says, oh, hell, y'all just take all my money.
Yes. Give it to us. Give it to us now.
It's such a quotable movie.
It is.
They even said the Sphincter says what?
Excellent. Mm-hmm. My used to love that show. That movie, that show. We watched. Did they have a part? They had a number 2, right?
Probably.
Oh, you say you act like you were such a fan, old lady, but you don't know number 2.
Don't say old lady. Don't say old lady.
All right, so then we get there. Mary says,
everything about Mary, even the way this man, the driver's bringing her luggage in, they keep it completely silent for the scene. And I wish you had luggage so you could reenact this, Busy. But he's trying to get it. I'm going to bounce myself down.
No.
Do it again.
No. Mary's sitting here, and she's like, I love Milwaukee because it reminds me of my dad. You know, he used to live now. I am a serial killer buff. I'm a murder buff. I'm a murderino.
No, just you should stop it when you said I am a serial killer.
I'm a serial killer buff.
Yep.
I am a murderino. I love to look at serial killers, their mindsets, and all of that stuff. Jeffrey Dahmer lived in an apartment complex, and all of his victims were sealed in this jail and acid and freezers. Okay, there's only 2 known serial killers who had a smell emanating from their homes. He's not one of them. Okay, so she said, I love my dad, and this reminds me of my dad. He used to walk to work, and he was like, what is that? She said
he drove by
a street away from Jeffrey Dahmer, from this apartment complex. And
Jeffrey
every time
Dahmer
he would walk to work, he would say, what's that smell?
He did live in a predominantly an area where there was predominantly people of color, I believe.
Yeah, he did, but from an apartment complex.
Well, she also said, well, my dad used to make up stories too.
He used to lie a lot, so maybe this was a lie.
That's where she gets it from.
He saw the whole thing go down. You know, maybe he was being nosy. I'm not sure if he was being nosy or not, but he saw the whole thing go down. He saw when they were bringing the bodies out or everything. He was there. So this kind of reminds me of my dad. Well, the girls shortchanging your memories of your father, but whatever. So then after that, they get there, they get to the hotel, everybody's sitting down there eating. Neely is giving us her information. Is her name Neely?
Her name is pronounced Milwaukee. That's what her name is, Milwaukee. I don't know. It's Whitney's friend they ran in the same groups from college, but she said, we've been friends for a while, which usually means they haven't been friends that long. But apparently she has a football team of children, hasn't been on a girls' trip since she had her last second baby.
It's so cute. I want it.
The smiley face one?
Yes.
I think she got this sweater. There is a Dressed in Lala company where I've ordered some things from, and they have these oversized, like fun sweaters with smiley faces. But it is super cute. So Milwaukee, this is her and her family. All right. And she's on the trip. So I guess she's a friend of, right?
Yeah, she's the friend of. She's saying all of her information. She's been friends with Whitney. Everything that you just said. And then they ask about how Jack's doing.
Oh no. Give us the reenactment. He got a tummy ache.
He's been going through some things, you guys. And I try not to talk about it because being a mom, and it's just like, I want to be there for him. But he said he didn't know what was going on. It was his appendix. He woke up one morning. He wasn't sure if he could walk or anything. And it's just like being a mom, and I'm not sure being there. I do feel like she could give somebody Munchausen's by proxy. She wants the attention from her son being sick. Everything is about Lisa Barlow. And it frustrates
Baby
me.
Gorgeous, but
she doesn't know how to not make it about her. Her son drank too much the day before. He couldn't wake up. He was like, oh, Mom, I'm not sure what's going on with me. Girl, take some Tums.
And he said, don't you come here. Don't you come here.
It really bothered me. I feel like she could give somebody Munchausen by proxy because she wants it to be a part of her. And she will, isn't that what Gypsy Rose suffered from? Her mother loved the attention. Mm-hmm. So then she makes her daughter sick. So her mom has Munchausen's.
You were saying Munchausen. Now it's Munchausen's. It's when
she's the humper. Munchausen, and then her daughter is Munchausen's by proxy. Isn't that how that works, right?
I'm not for sure. You might want to have to Google that before we're giving out misinformation like Mary Cosby and her dad and Jeffrey Dahmer. The one thing I did notice about this season, this is really the first season, you guys, in 5 seasons that I can remember where I've seen Mary Cosby comfort someone. And I think the stuff with her son and maybe the problems in her marriage and time has humbled her just a tad. Where now Mary is comforting Lisa because Lisa's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be crying. Mary's like, oh, if you weren't crying, there'd be something wrong with you. It's your kid. And Mary's going through this time with her kid. So, but this is the first time I've seen Mary offer any kind of empathy. You're rolling your eyes, Busy, but it is. When have we seen Mary feel bad for anybody?
I think that she's like, girl, you're a mom. It's okay.
But she wasn't. No, but she was like, I felt a genuineness from Mary Cosby that I've never felt.
But I don't think that Mary cares about Lisa. I think that she's like, girl, you're a mom. It's okay to have emotions and feelings or whatever, but not that she cares about her.
But of course,
I think she was empathetic.
Yeah, empathetic because of what she's going through with her son, I think.
Because her son is a drug addict. I was not drunk driving, your officer. I just did a whole lot of drugs.
Miss T says, cry with no tears.
Munchausen syndrome by proxy is a mental illness and a form of child abuse. So they put it on the child so that themselves become the victim.
Now, Mark Fry saying in the disappeared church, did Mary's church disappear or just from being shown on the show thus far?
I think it's just from being shown in the church. I don't think the church.
I will tell you, I believe with my whole being, if they investigate that church, you're going to find some stuff.
Must be Catholic.
Whole new Mary. Yes, Miss T. Kylie says someone with Munchausen's makes themselves sick for attention. Someone with Munchausen by proxy would make their child sick for attention, sympathy. Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah, I think that's what Lisa's doing. Her son had a tummy ache, called her one day, and she didn't just say to her, because if you call Nana, she'll be like, did you take Tums?
Oh, no, Nana babies. That's what I love about Nana. She was that mom
she would then go to her friends and be like,
sick?
Oh my God, Joleen has a tummy. You think she would?
Yes, Nana. Well, first of all, Nana loves to have a little bit of gossip, a little bit of tease. Jolene's not feeling well. And Nana's the best when you're sick because, people are like, fucking take a nap, whatever. She is like, it also set me up for failure in the world because now when I'm sick, I'm like, chill. And Chell's like, okay, rest, and I'm like, like I need a little more because my mom would always say, oh, you poor thing. Like every time we're sick, she goes, oh, you poor thing. You don't deserve this. And I'm like, I don't deserve it. So my mom was like that. Her mom was like that. So actually Nana she'd talk to producer Linda, her best friend. Said, oh, Linda, Jolene's got a tummy. I feel so bad. She's got a tummy ache.
See, my mother would never do. He said,
Well, your mom's a nurse practitioner. So
Girl, you know, he out there crying or whatever. Just tell me ache. I told him to eat some bread and rice and lay down.
Well, Juju Beats and Cammy, Juju Beats is saying Mary's house of cult, but Cammy's saying that the church is closed.
Cammy, go there and do an investigative discovery on Sip Ki's done.
Shine says yes. Nana is just like Angela from Big Brother. She is a mother to a fault. Nana does say that. So now when she's sick, I go, oh, you don't deserve this, Nana. Oh,
my mother is like, see, that's what you get because I told you not to do. Oh, my mother's not playing.
See, I don't like that. I had to kind of train Chell in that manner because I think he's used to coming from like more like that, like kind of like just like, all right, you're sick, but like, you know, take some whatever and, you know, call me in the morning.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I need really soft when I'm sick. I need pity. I need drinks. I need a humidifier. I need snacks. I need you to check on me.
Pamper princess.
Yes, because it's a scary time when someone is sick. It's your most vulnerable. Everyone deserves that, in my opinion.
No, first of all,
if you had it, you would love it.
No,
yes, you would.
I think I do have it, but I don't want that.
No, you would want you're a little defensive right now because you never had it. So you're like, fuck that. That's not the way to be. But allow yourself.
I don't like to be sick, so I push everything away with regards to being sick. So my mother, I think what she hates about me is that I'm like, I'm okay. And she's like, your spleen is coming out of your stomach. And it's like, girl, it'll heal. I'm young. I'm just gonna push it back in. Is this how it's supposed to go? And she's like, but she's still gonna be like, I told you not to go to that thing. Why are you doing those knife games?
Your spleen would be hanging out.
Gotta be okay. So I push away all the love. I don't want them. Please don't help me. I do make myself sick.
Open up your heart to it. Allow yourself to get the sympathy and empathy you deserve and the softness.
It's too late. So then we go from there. And then everybody's sitting down after Angie has after what's this girl named Lisa has decided to do Munchausen's. She tells everybody like, hey, we're going to go out. There's a game tonight. Half of us are going to the Bobblehead Museum because that's what Mary called me last season. And then half of us are going to gamble even though we're Mormons. So then which
one would you pick? I would definitely pick the casino. And I love that Mary said, well, Whitney used to be a bobblehead, but someone took her place. So who took her place? Lisa?
This lady.
Is it Brittany or is it Meredith?
For sure, Brittany.
Because Brittany's still...
And what is that rug? That look like something you put on in front of your toilet.
It's boucle.
That she got in front of her breast.
Boucle on her. Is that what you call it? That like that fabric that is on
I don't know.
Couch
it looks like something you have on your toilet.
I think I have it on my toilet.
So then everybody's getting ready. I would have picked the Bobblehead Museum. I like quirky things like that. And you know I love museums.
You don't like gambling?
It's cool, but I also don't like to spend money.
Put it in the chat what you think or what you would pick.
Let's do a
the Bobblehead or keep doing those polls. Or the casino. Because I was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. The Bobblehead, I like quirky stuff too, but Bobbleheads, not it. Never understood them. No offense, all offense, but and I mean, let's see who went to that. So it's Whitney, Milwaukee, Bronwyn. I think Mary went, and then they had to do a scavenger hunt. Nope. Nana's daughter, give me some nickel slots, a quarter machine.
I would not have like that. So then we get Bronwyn and Angie, they talk, and she was like, I think your energy shifted. And she says that, look, let me tell you something. I don't like the fact that Heather got into all of my business because I felt like Heather's being two-faced, but Lisa's the one that is upsetting me the most. And I'm gonna have a conversation with Lisa before the end of this episode. And Angie says that she understands what's going on, because she also feels like this is a pivotal part of the timeline. But Angie also feels like I was definitely good friends with Lisa, and I feel like she's treating me differently too. So girl, I get exactly what you're saying. And Bronwyn feels like I've been friends with Lisa so long, and now it feels like she's not shutting down things. She's turning her back on me. And Angie says, girl, I get it 100%. And Bronwyn says, if we really want to talk about stuff, she called that Mealy girl broke. And she said that Nordstrom's gone blacklist her. So if we're going to talk about anything, she told me that Nordstrom's going blacklist Mealy. So she mad at me talking about the hell Whitney. But she said that other girl was broke.
And she's going to get blacklisted because she keeps returning her shit.
And then we got Lisa and Heather, the buzzing cousins. And said,
Whitney and Heather.
Sorry, Whitney and Heather, not Lisa. Whitney and Heather, the buzzing cousins. And Heather said how things are going. And Whitney said, I'm sorry, y'all. I want melodrama, but this too much.
What do you mean?
Whitney says, well, I talked to Meredith and I said, hey, if you're coming on a trip.
You have to do Whitney voice.
I talked to Heather and I said, if you're going to be coming on this trip, maybe you can bring your caviar. And she said, I'm already bringing it.
So for my family, I'll bring my family's caviar, Whitney. Well, I want to know, Whitney, how is that an olive branch for me to buy expensive caviar for my family?
Why is this the issue?
Well, it's dumb, but I will say, I watched this episode. I watched this episode twice, and at first I was like, "Oh, Meredith," but then I'm like, Meredith does have a point. Okay, if it's an olive branch, and you know how much Meredith loves her caviar, then you would bring it for her. But to tell her you can bring caviar for everybody.
Isn't it her brand of caviar?
I didn't know she had her own brand of caviar, does she?
It sounds like it because later on, spoiler alert, she says, wait, why is she going to start a caviar brand now too?
Well, if it's her own brand, then that makes sense that she can promote her brand. But
and that's what Whitney was saying, girl, bring your caviar.
I thought she was more saying like, go buy us some caviar.
Let's look it up.
When he says that, that means I have to look it up. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to use the bathroom really quickly.
Meredith Marks caviar. Let's see if they have. Yeah, she does. Meredith Marks caviar. Okay. Well, still, the real olive branch, in my opinion, would be Whitney bought her. Oh, this would have been really good. Meredith would have loved this. Okay. If Whitney really wants to kind of whatever's going on there, she should have purchased some Meredith Marks caviar, surprised Meredith, had it there with her branding, like she was supportive. Yes, because I understand she doesn't want to give away her caviar for free. Because if she wanted to, she could have her own party and have her caviar, but it would probably make a bigger statement if Whitney actually bought the caviar, surprised Meredith on the trip, had it branded so you could see it. Yeah, Meredith's got 24-karat caviar, taste it all caviar, diamond, Ocetra caviar. I've never had caviar. Isn't it like eggs of someone? Someone laid some eggs. Maybe I'll try it sometime. I don't know. But that would be more of an olive branch. So I understood what she would. The first time I watched it, I'm like, whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So she had to bring the caviar. You should have it for her. And since now I know she has her own brand of caviar, she should have just purchased it and put it out there. And so now we're seeing the buzzin' cousins, Whitney and Heather. And it's interesting because, you know, I really feel like Heather is very hard on Whitney. And Heather just, when it comes to Whitney, I feel like Heather takes out all of the mean girl aggression onto Whitney that's ever been taken out onto Heather. Because even when Jen Shaw was being a whole ass monster to like Heather, she just has different standards for Whitney. And,
wait a second.
But she still has.
So you still feel like Meredith was right in the Whitney?
Yes, she has her own brand. So what Whitney should have done is bought some of the Meredith caviar if she wants to really, you know, get on her good side, had it there, surprised her with her branding, and look, we're supporting Meredith caviar.
You think that would be weird if she's like, hey, I think that you should promote your business?
But Meredith can promote her business on the show anytime. She doesn't need Whitney's permission. This isn't Whitney's show. This is just Whitney's trip. Meredith could have a whole party around her caviar if she wanted to.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay, I'm with it.
But I think that Heather, she fights against us, but she has a lot of fun with Whitney, but she thinks of Whitney as like lesser. I've always gotten that vibe, and she uses Whitney as like a punching bag.
Did they? So I didn't realize, because you know I'm a little new to the show. They learned that they were cousins right before like filming.
Yeah, that it wasn't too long before. They haven't known. They're like third cousins, fourth cousins. Like they're not brother. Like parents are siblings. That sounded bad, but like one of their, you know what I'm saying? They're not first cousins.
Yeah.
So but it sounded like it was kind of like a lot of people from the Mormon community in Utah. They made it seem like is, you know, related or cousins somehow. And Cammie, exactly. Heather is hard on Whitney. She's very hard on Whitney. Heather comes off like weak with everyone else. Like she doesn't go as hard, but Whitney, she's always went really hard, and it's getting to the point where it's annoying.
I don't like Heather.
Oh, it's so sad, Busy, because when the show first started, Heather was a fan favorite. People loved Heather. She would be at RavoCon, and people would have these, "We love you. You kind of like represent more of like what a real woman looks like, or for body image, or people just really thought Heather was the most relatable."
She's not. To me, Whitney is the most relatable one. Sorry, she is. To me. And we got 60% for the casino and 40% for the Bubble.
Woo! Give it up for gamblers. Kylie says, I think they kind of treat Whitney like the annoying little sister. They do. Yep.
So then from there we get to the different places. So I'm gonna break this up to let's do the bobbleheads one first, because it was very easy. They go to the Bobblehead Museum. It's over 10,000 bobbleheads. I love quirky stuff like this. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was great. They had a scavenger hunt. They did the Golden Girls. So Joleen, what Golden Girl? We need to put ourselves bigger sometimes, Joleen, because when we want to break these up into clips to put on.
I have to make a new. Oh wait, no, I think I did. I did last time. Let me see.
Well, now we're here. Because he can crop these two squares for us.
Oh,
but
hi, dogs.
They get pixelated when we are this small.
Well, didn't I do this one?
Yeah, and then it cut off half of us.
No. Does it cut off half of us?
Yeah, if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna cut this clip off.
So
well, I guess I can just use this as a clip. Anyway, we're doing
oh my god
production editing right in front of everybody. If you were a Golden Girl, which one would you be?
Rose. She's from Oshkosh, or from not Oshkosh. She's from what's the town in Minnesota she says she's from all the time? Oh, how could I forget it? Oh no, Dave's getting in the cat food. No, Dave.
Eat those duties.
He opened up the container.
He said chop time. Dave. So for those who don't know, her dog likes to eat cat food.
Saint Olaf, she said.
Yes.
I would have to be her.
You
would be Rose.
Oh, for sure.
Slut. I'm just kidding. No.
I am definitely Rose. Mm-hmm. I remember the time that gentleman. Oh, you wouldn't be able to stop me.
No, you're Blanche.
I'm Blanche Devereaux.
I think I said Rose.
I'm not Rose.
You're Blanche
Devereaux. I am Blanche Devereaux through and through. All my friends know I'm Blanche Devereaux.
I'm a little bit of
One time a gentleman caller came to my. I am the. Let me not tell my business online.
No, I'm a little bit like B.
I
Arthur's
think you're
character.
Rose and
Don't say Sophia because you think I'm old. Well, I like how Mary said she was Rose. I'm like, no, it's clear Whitney would be Rose. Mary would probably be Sophia because she is just witty and cutting.
No, I don't think she's cunning or witty.
Cutting. She can cut you with her words. Yes, she does.
I don't think she's any of those things.
To these, what? To these, yes, she is.
I'm sorry. Mary's just rude. And then that's what makes her funny. I think she's more like a, who's Rose's daughter?
Yeah, Busy. You would be Dorothy with your slick comments.
She's Dorothy. I think that Mary is Dorothy. Well, good. No, Dorothy was a lot more smart with her. I don't know who Mary will be.
Sophia.
Maybe Sophia.
I'm telling you.
So then now we get to the casino girls. They're trying to tell us Mormons don't gamble, but we are the Mormon 2.0. Jared's texting Brittany. He said, I missed your call. I can't believe it. Whatever. Meredith, she says, we're gonna go get shots with Heather. So then they go get shots. And they talk about their relationship and how things are going. Meredith and Heather. She said that she talked to Whitney about the caviar thing, and she was thinking that something was weird. And Meredith said, in Meredith's voice, can you say why is she launching a caviar brand?
For my family, why is Whitney launching a caviar brand? Is that what she's doing?
And she's like, look, it's just, I just feel like a lot of the things with you and Meredith are just, I mean, you and Whitney are not adding up. And it doesn't seem like you guys are trying to put a friendship together.
Oh, well, I heard that her stuff that she sells, my family, I got tagged in it a bunch from Hebus Beebus. It's from that one place where it's like wholesale.
When she kept saying Alibaba.
Oh, yeah, it's from Alibaba.
When I said me and Taylor Baby were sitting down, and both of us were trying to say it like her, we could not get it from Alibaba.
Alibaba. She does, well, they say that she does her business from Alibaba. She's Alibaba.
Like Alibaba with slow motion. Well, they're saying that she's taking her things from Alibaba. I don't think it.
And Heather's like, oh, that's a death sentence. That's where you buy wholesale. And the products are good.
She said it's not good. It's Alibaba. She's pushing it for 10 times the price. And she was like, whoa, are you gonna? I didn't know anything about this. Meredith's like, you didn't see this? No. I had no idea that this was going on. She says, yes. I've been tagged in it several times. People are telling me that Heather
I'm
says
tagged all the time, and they said Whitney is Alibaba. That's what they do. Heather's like, what? You should tell her, Meredith. Like, you should help her. Well, I honestly, Heather, I don't want to get involved for my family because I don't think Whitney would do the same for me. I don't think she wants me to get her involved. The reason I told Heather is so she would tell Whitney.
That's what it was. So then we get to everybody's heading back to the game. The team president, Peter, he greets them. He opens them in. Mary tells us that the only.
Wait a minute. When they all went up to the Greek and they all were like, we're such big fans. And I was like,
this hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
Mary says that the way that you hold in your urine as a woman.
What is Mary sticking a tampon in your urethra?
That's what I was about to ask you.
You can't fit a tampon in your urethra. That goes in her vagina. Piss comes from your urethra. Those are two different spots.
How is a maxi pad, a maxi a tampon?
A maxi? You mean a super plus?
That's what she said. This is what I wrote down. She said a maxi tampon.
Ladies in the chat, please. Has anyone successful? I don't know what Mary is doing. Maybe she has a very big urethra, but I don't think you could fit a tampon, especially your urethra is like, it's a little hole. It's different. Your vagina is where the tampon goes. And you can pee with a tampon in.
So is that a no?
That's a no. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know where she's put it in her butt. I don't know what she's doing. I have never heard. Yeah, Mary is a lie tampon. They don't do that.
She said she just puts one in there, and then
she can get a super plus tampon in her urethra or whatever it's called. She needs to go to the doctor. That is not even the same hole. We pee from a different area.
She said just a little bit, and you just
a lie.
No thinking.
Mary's got poise pads. Okay, she puts a pad in her undies and she pisses her pants. That is the only way she could prevent herself from TTing in a public restroom and still go TT in her pants. No tampon was ever made for that. That is insane in the membrane.
So then we go to the game starting. Brittany calls Jared. They all meet the German guy. Everybody's a big fan. They love him.
I think he's Greek. You said he's German.
The German guy, the Greek guy. Everybody loves him. Everybody's a huge major fan. The thing is, to be honest, they didn't meet the Greek guy. They met some random black guy who had the most beautiful black lips.
Oh, Yeah, he's cute. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, his lips were everything.
But they all were like,
They're
did
so
you notice they all were like,
kissable.
I'm a fan. We're a big fan. I'm like, okay, first of all, Bronwyn maybe, because she says she likes to do statistics, even though she's not good at math, even though she met her husband doing.
At a bar. Please remember that she met him at a bar.
No, but she does say working in not fiscal, not counting, finance too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I made that up, unless I made that up.
No, you didn't. She was working at finance when it happened.
And then the owner of the team, then she calls her son and he's like, why aren't you here, little guy? Why are all these ladies here? And then friggin' Angie's out on the court while they're practicing.
Child, he's trying to practice his shoot. She's like, hey, flex. And
I
then
think he turned around and looked
she
at her.
doesn't even meet that guy that she talked about.
I thought that guy, what guy was the guy with the pillow?
No,
lips.
that guy, I think he was white. His name was, I wrote it down here.
Something the Greek, Jeek the Greek, or
Giannis?
Dionysus the Greek.
Giannis.
Didn't she say she had? Yes, she did. She said she had her sweat glands removed. Please explain how that works. Mark Fry, that is a great question. We do not know the answer to. She doesn't want to smell like hospital.
His name is Giannis Akutumapoko. I'm
Good
gonna show. I'm gonna
His name
show.
is Adonis Acapulco.
It's something like that. Can I show this?
We need merch that says that's not even the same hole.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, the Greek guy didn't practice that day. He's so good. He doesn't gotta practice. Chell probably knows who the Greek guy is. We do watch the Timberwolves. We do watch.
All right, so it's this guy. He wasn't there. That's racist.
No. Okay. Also, that is really small. I can barely see that guy.
Okay.
And I meant that's him before I saw the picture, but also that's racist.
He does not look like that guy.
I can't see him. Pull up a big picture.
I don't have a big picture. Okay,
Chelsea is pronounced Adido Kunbo? Adido Kumbo? Huh? Adedo? No.
Chell just wants us to use adobo.
Chell's trying to get us in trouble. He's trying to get us canceled. Okay. So IK un tempo is the Greek guy.
Joleen, this is not going to bode well for us. Let's just keep moving on. The guys
we apologize to every Greek person that we just murdered the name.
Everybody's giving it to us phonetically.
You try pronouncing that, Busy.
Adethokumbo. Adethokumbo.
I think that's, yeah. Okay. Thank you for trying, you guys, to educate us. We are just willfully ignorant with this.
Yeah, we don't watch sports, and I don't.
Well, I do. I watch Minnesota teams.
Oh, I don't watch any sports, and I also don't want any balls by my face. I'm a top. So, moving over there, the game starts. Brittany gets a call. She calls Jared. Angie's right behind her, saying, "Oh, this is the guy. Hey, Jared, I know you very well. My brow girl told me that
She totally did that, Busy. And then she finally goes, are you talking about me? And Angie's like, oh, I didn't know you could hear.
Well, she said, well, kinda. Girl, the whole conversation was about her. Well, kinda. Girl, what is it about? Well, my brow girl, she's the best brow girl. And so like I said, she's just amazing brow girl. And I'm thinking to myself, Angie, your brows don't look that great, girl. Actually,
I think her brows are pretty good, right?
I don't know about all that.
Okay.
So, and I've seen some brows where I'm like, bitch, who did those?
Like mine.
So
my brows are non-existent. Yeah, so there she is talking. You can see in this picture.
And right behind her. So she's on the phone. Hey, love you. I just miss you so much. I just wanted to know. And right behind her, my brow girl said that this girl, she's so stupid.
He's trying to hit it.
Me, He does not like her. Been DMing her. Hate to tell you, hoping it's all ridiculous. He's been DMing her. He said the smiley face emoji with his tongue out, girl. Doesn't like her.
And he likes the broad, and he's been sending her texts, and they're just like, oh, so flirty. And he wants to hit it. Okay, Lace says there is a procedure called hyperhidrosis to remove sweat glands. Oh, thank you, Lace,
From
for
your
that
vagina?
information. No, well, maybe everywhere.
Okay.
So here's a text.
You made that big.
Well, no, because it'll pixelate, and
We're not editing this. This part's not important. I think we're funnier in other parts.
Okay. And yes, me and Britt are not together. So he looks like he tried to call the brow girl. There's Jared Osmond. And then said, please. He's begging her. And then says, and yes, me and Britt are not together. These pictures of Brittany and I on the something. I'm sorry if I've done anything to offend you. I hope you'll forgive me. Ever since Brittany and I broke up,
Oh my God.
I've been a little hurt and a little sad and trying to find a new relationship. She has wasted no time in dating as well. I would love a phone call from you.
Wait, so she's with somebody else?
You know how she said that her and him broke up a bunch?
Yeah, they're on again, off again.
So I think that is one of the times that they broke up, and
Have
he's
you ever
basically
been in a
saying,
relationship like that?
yes.
You went
Well,
on again,
not
off again?
not that much, but yeah, there's been on again, off again, where I should have left it on the first off again, and then I went on again.
How many times did you go on again then?
I don't even remember.
And what? One person. It was always more than 3 times.
No, I don't think more than 3 times.
Okay.
But when I was younger too, I would like have, in like high school, you have a boyfriend for a while, and then you might break up, and then
I don't know. I don't do remixes. I don't do part 2s. This is not a sequel, girl. I'm not
sometimes
a sequel girl.
for me, if one of them got a new girl, then I was like, you better come back now. I'm sorry, we're back together. Because you're young, your mind's not developed, you're a messy teenager. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Jessica, he's mine again. I'm so sorry to do this to you.
Hate to do us, hoping those are ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to snatch him back up, and I know I can do it. But he was mine first. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. I grew up in that generation. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. I don't recommend it, but he was a nice boy, and I did get him back for years after that. So that's just what happens. But here he's saying
that was Chell.
But not Chell. Chell and I, no. Early on, we took like a little break because we both had just gotten out of like long relationships.
Yeah.
And my therapist at the time was like, Joleen, you need some time, because I had been cheated on, and my whole life was turned upside down.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And then finally I was like, okay. And then our break wasn't very long, because I was like, I just want to hang out with Chell.
That was me and Tata Bay's same story.
Really?
Yeah, I had got out of a relationship. I didn't just get out of a relationship, but I got out of one, started dating him. I thought I wanted to be with this other person. This other person was like, I want you back. And I was like, I don't do part 2s. And when I met with the person, I kept talking about Tata Bay. And he was like, I think that you're already on someone else. So I had to pay to get Tata Bay back. And so it was about 2-3 weeks that me and him weren't like together. But then after that, he's been my man ever since.
And rightfully so. Sorry, Mark. Mark says hyperhidrosis is the disease, not the treatment. Oh, okay. Busy. That's more March. I don't do part 2s.
I do not do part 2s.
Except if it's Wayne's World, then he'll watch it. Or Sister Act.
Sequels. We don't do part
Sister
2s, girl. My life is one lane. Girl, you won't
I've done a sequel.
I don't turn
back.
I don't
my own terms. Like sometimes you got to go get what you left, and either you remember why you left it and you leave it again, or you keep it forever.
After that, Brittany learned about everything that was going on, and then she says,
Brittany.
Oh, wait a second. I gotta go. I just gotta go. So she leaves. She goes to the bathroom, and the best person to console her was Meredith. She goes to the bathroom with her. In the bathroom, she was like, I just didn't know that what was going on. I didn't want to find. That's why I'm so And Meredith is telling her, do you feel like he's playing with your emotions?
And it's like, you feel like he's playing with, well, maybe it's best for you to take a break for a time being and date other people and see what's out there, because you can have a family like Seth and I did. And Lisa Barlow then said that I fucked all of New York. And I didn't. Okay. But sometimes we just need a break. And you got to see what else is out there for a family.
Imagine that person's consoling you.
I know. Meredith. I love Meredith. I don't care.
Oh my God. I'm dead. So then we go from there, and then Whitney's like, hey Heather, I only wrote this down because I thought it was weird. Heather, can you help me? This man trying to talk to me, he gave me some money.
She can you guys help me? This guy gave me money. He thinks he can buy me. He offered me cash. Like, I'm not.
To be honest, I would have taken it and been like, okay, girl. And then there was a cute thing about lobster corn dogs, which I want to have one, and then Angie and Mary dancing, which I thought was cute. Then we get to Lisa and Bronwyn before the episode ends, and I thought that Bronwyn gave this girl the business. Okay, so she says, Lisa says, so did the museum go well? How did the museum go? And she says, well, it was great. But I did have to tell Millie about what you told.
It's pronounced Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, about what you told Heather, and then about being blacklisted for Nordstrom's. And then so I told her. So then Milwaukee comes up and she says, I heard my name. What's going on over here?
This is the most dramatic. They get a suite. They got treats. They didn't even watch the game.
I love this. And she said, about an hour ago, Brownman told me that Brownman told me that you had something to say about my outfits. Lisa says, oh, it was a snarky comment. It wasn't that serious. You guys are taking things out of control. This is when Bronwyn went off, and I'm with her. Okay, bitch. No. Why, when I say something, everybody else is like, you need to take care of your feelings. You need to watch what you say. It's getting ridiculous. You're being mean. But when you say something that's, oh my God, it was a snarky comment. It was a joke, this and that. I'm not doing that no more. We're not dealing with this. And Heather could get some too. Okay? I'm not dealing with this mess, and Heather could get some too. Lisa says, I didn't know that your issues were like that. I didn't know you were that upset about everything. And Bronwyn said, you didn't speak up for me. Okay? Or you didn't even at least point out the fact that you know me. They showcased a little clip where it seemed like Lisa was really defending herself, but she included Bronwyn, where she said, you know, I have the way that I speak. Everybody doesn't speak the way that I speak. Bronwyn speaks the way that she speaks. Everybody speaks the way that they speak. It wasn't her in defense of Bronwyn. It was her in defense of herself, using Bronwyn as an example.
She had there was something else she said, which kind of brought Bronwyn in. Well, you know, Bronwyn, you were messy. Or she said something where it was like, whoa, it was just unnecessary for Heather. If Heather wants, like Bronwyn said, if Heather wants to come at me, you know, I can handle myself, but I don't need my friend not having my back or, you know, throwing me under the bus even more. And it seemed like it was just unnecessary of Lisa, especially since it seems that Lisa was just as shady, if not shadier, with her comments. So,
and then Heather comes over. And she's like, is there somebody talking about me? And Lisa Bronwyn says, yes, because we need to get some things correct. Okay. And you need to get correct about some things, and I need to get correct about some things. Child Heather was taken aback. Excuse me, I need to get correct.
What?
And then I will say she ate with her confessional. She said, well, you need to come correct about some things. I need to come correct. You need to come correct about some things. Heather did eat with that. I'm going to give her that. Mama ate. And Lisa says, I stood up for you. What did you want me to do? She want me to throw glass? I only throw glass for myself. Brahma said, look, if y'all hoes going to be shady, I'm going to be shady too. and I'm over it. And at the end of the day, Whitney says, it feels like Lisa's trying to defend me, but to be honest, Bronwyn didn't say anything that was that big, and this is not the best time to defend me. You need to let it go.
That was and she said, or was that into episode 4 then when Bronwyn brings up, oh, really? Because you guys were talking shit about Whitney and you all said this about Whitney. I think that's going into episode 4. Where
episode 4.
Yep. Okay.
But she did say you guys were telling me that Whitney misuses her trauma to go back and forth about
Whitney's
all
like,
this.
I'm sorry, what? Is it me? Were you guys talking about me and my Bob?
Girl, I'm not the problem. Y'all the problem. And if you're going to get away with things, I'm going to get away with things too. Point blank in the period, capital T.
And this episode goes right into episode 4.
You have time?
A continuation where, again, like Busy said, Bronwyn is just calling these ladies out, and I'm here for it. This is the kind of non-manufactured, if you look at this compared to, like, let's say the new woman who's on, I forget her name right now, who's on Real Housewives of Orange County. I don't think you watch Orange County, no idea but she came in with some here's what she came in with, Busy, for Heather Dubrow, who has been a Real Housewives of Orange County for a long time, took a little break, came back. So they have a new woman who came in, and I want to like her. She seems, but she came in with this, I have a friend who works in the paparazzi, and Heather and her husband called the paparazzi on themselves. And it's this big thing, or like Heather, and it's just like,
oh, like she's trying to boost up her own image.
Yes, and she's coming in with some like Heather slander, or like Heather will pretend she doesn't know me at part. It's like, ma'am, okay, first of all, I imagine all of you call the paparazzi on yourself. I don't care. And now we've had to talk about Heather and Terry Dubrow calling the paparazzi on themselves.
You're giving her more shine.
It's so boring. So this I like because it's actually conversations they had, and Bronwyn is seeing in real time how these women will quickly throw you under the bus, and Heather can't wait to make Bronwyn a target. Whitney says it's because she has, almost PTSD from Monica or whatever. But I don't think so. I think Heather is looking to, maybe a little bit, okay? But I think Heather, she was so weak on Jen Shaw that now she's trying to
she's trying to be strong now.
Yeah, and even against Bronwyn, I didn't think she could hold her own, even because when Heather brings up what they said about Whitney, or what Bronwyn said, and then Bronwyn brings up, well, you guys said this about Whitney. Heather's not 100% wrong, because Bronwyn did say, oh, when Whitney was talking about that, and it was so trite.
She is 100%. Her feelings about it are 100% right.
But when she talked to Whitney about what was said, she said it was but when she talked to the ladies about it with Whitney not there, she said, oh, it was so trite. And then when she talked to Whitney about it, it was like, oh yeah, and I thought it was kind of like iconic or something. And you didn't think it was iconic, you thought it was trite. But you're all messy. So I do like that Bronwyn is like standing her ground. Like, I did talk to Whitney about it, but did I change a couple words? Yeah, but you bitches are out here really saying she uses her trauma and weaponizes it or whatever.
Which is worse than what Bronwyn said, because Bronwyn was like, yeah, I thought it was iconic, but it was like, girl, did you practice this? I was thinking like, you girl, it was given fake and phony.
And that's why she called it trite. But when she talks to Whitney about it, Bronwyn says, oh, it was like iconic.
No, that's what, Bronwyn said that in the car to Whitney. She said, girl, I was thinking that like it felt like you practiced this.
But then she said it was iconic and not trite.
Oh,
I guess it's just, I don't know. I watched it twice, and so I was picking up on things the second time, because at first I was like, yes, Bronwyn, she didn't do, but didn't do anything wrong technically, but
she didn't, because everybody the delivery was everybody.
It totally, but the delivery was a little different to Whitney than to the other ladies. But the other ladies are they're worse for how they've been treating Whitney in this trauma or whatever. So
tons of notes for episode 4. You ready?
Yeah, I'm already in it.
All right, so we're going to episode 4. So they do the intro. They were at a warehouse. What was that about? Tell me, I don't get it.
We do get to Trixie's bar mark. London Busy covers it, I think, on his channel. I used to cover it with my friend Shauna, and Shauna's super busy recording a special and an album. So I haven't covered Potomac this season or that. We can talk a little bit about it here and there, but you can go to Busy's channel and he'll cover it. Kylie says Heather, yes, accidentally became the number one girl in the group, and now she's threatened by anyone that could take that from her. I still don't see Heather as the number one girl in the group.
Punch her in the face.
Just like Jen shot it. Okay, so you're asking me. So they have this, Bronwyn calls her out, whatever. So now are you talking about them going to the beer factory?
Yeah, what was that warehouse dance shuffle thing?
Laverne and Shirley.
It's a
nod to Laverne and Shirley, and they worked in a brewery.
Or
whatever in Wisconsin.
Oh.
And so this whole little montage they did is almost like
Laverne and Shirley intro.
To Laverne and Shirley. I thought it was super. I do like how the editing is on Salt Lake City. It's really fun.
That's cute.
When it comes to this kind of stuff. So I love that. And, we have it here with Meredith Marks, and they're going to tour this brewery. Miller beer. Do you drink Miller beer? Have you ever?
I don't drink beer.
Have you ever had like a Miller Lite, a
I've done some hops before, but I don't do
a McGolden Light. No, that's Michelob. Miller. Yeah. What else is Miller? Oh, Miller High Life. So then they taste the beers after they do the little tour. And so you've never had the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
I think I have. I've been to breweries before, but I don't drink Miller Lite.
You've never had a Miller Lite?
No, I don't drink beer. I don't drink beer.
But you've been to breweries?
Tons.
I actually don't know you didn't. I mean, I've never seen you drink a beer, so.
Why would I have a beer in my hand?
That does make sense.
I wanted the hard stuff.
You go straight to the hard stuff.
Yeah.
But I love that when they have this little guy that works there and he introduces them to the champagne of beers. And if you're from, I mean, in the Midwest, we talk about this a lot, and it's more of a joke that it's the champagne of beers because it's Miller High Life and it's like a cheap, not good tasting beer at all. Mm-hmm. You drink it, especially when you're younger. But I don't know a lot of people who aren't dads, older Midwestern dads, who are going to pick, or somehow like it might turn into like a Pabst Blue Ribbon, like a hipster beer. But if you were drinking Miller High Life, times were rough. You got what you got, and so the fact that they introduced it to Mary as the champagne, she was like, "Ooh, that's piss, girl. That is." Not
I think she's also sheltered, just like her son.
She really. It was just so funny. Someone being from around that area where like Miller High Life is not considered. However, I think they did show Leinenkugels. Now, I didn't know Leinenkugels was a Miller product. Leinenkugels, it's a beer made in Wisconsin, obviously by Miller. I didn't know. Leinie's, we call it in the Midwest. And they had this beer, Summer Shandy. You'd probably like it. And they tried it on this episode. And I remember from my drinking days, I loved a Summer Shandy. Go to the Minnesota State Fair, get an ice cold Summer Shandy. Oh, just buying Summer Shandy. And it only came out in the summer, I swear. And then maybe now all year. They have a Berry Weiss. They have a Honey Weiss.
Line and Kugels, and it's Leinenkugels. It looks like a German name.
Yeah, pretty sure. And they had a Berry Weiss. That one gave me a tummy ache. They had a Honey Weiss. Oh my God, we used to order pictures of that at a bar in downtown Stillwater. And you put lemons in it, and it is nummy nummy. I used to think it was so good. So Leinenkugels, if it's made by Miller, that's a good beer. You can get all kinds of different kinds, but Miller itself, no.
It's a German name. Yeah. So we start off with that. I didn't understand the thing. Everybody's getting ready for the day. Brown was talking about how she felt about yesterday. Everyone was coming for her in her tone with Lisa and Heather, and she didn't like that. And she doesn't like how Heather and Lisa can do jokingly tones and do their jokes, but she can't say anything. Whitney, hold
on, I gotta let my kitty in.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, you can ask me. I'm still listening. I'm just letting the kitty
when
in.
Mary was holding that device, you knew what it was, right?
What device? What device are you talking about?
Hold on, I'm gonna put it up.
Oh, hello, Cordy. One of my kitties showed up.
It is not champagne. They call it the champagne of beers, like it's fancy. But I always thought that was in a joking way, Miller High Life. So anyone who's ever had a High Life, or anyone from Wisconsin or Minnesota or Iowa or wherever people drink Miller High Life, somewhere in the Midwest, it's
So
not
you knew what
fancy
the
beer.
straightening comb was that Mary was using, or
Yes.
were you like Whitney and like what was that?
No, I
what's
understood
new
that it was like a hot comb.
contraption you using?
Isn't it called like a hot comb?
So some people do call it a hot comb.
That's all I've heard of. But when he came, she's like, "What are you doing to your
What's
hair?"
that? What's that contraption you got there?
You be Mary, I'll be Whitney. Hi, Whitney. I know I'm Whitney. Hi, Mary. Hi, how's your day going?
It's going well. What's going on?
Oh, what is that thing you're using on your hair?
What's this?
Yeah, what is it? Is it like a pen?
It's a straightening comb.
Like a flat iron?
No, black women use it to straighten their hair.
Oh, black women. That's nice. Can
It
I
was
use
very weird to me because I was thinking to myself, first of all, and I grew up with one sister. And when my mother or grandma would pull out that straightening comb, my sister was running. She was running. I knew it was gonna be. I hated the days that my mom or my grandmother, which it was normally my grandmother who would do it, brought out that hot comb. I hated those days
because it was hard for your sister.
I felt like my sister was in so much pain and she didn't like it. And my grandma wasn't the best at it. So I felt like she burnt her a lot. Because what you do is that you put that thing on the stove. On the flame. And then you let it get hot, like red. It's really damaging to black women's hair, but white women's hair where it was more presentable, and you want your hair needed to be straight to be more presentable in the world. So
especially when you're starting up at your root.
Yeah,
that's gotta damage.
Our hair is just naturally coily. So I mean, I know all this stuff now, and I don't think my family knew all this stuff now. We're still getting used to unlearning things. But my sister, she has coily hair. So then when my grandma would get it, and it has that big thing at the top, sometimes it would nip her head. So you have this hot comb that's red because it's been on fire for like 5 minutes, sitting on a hot stove.
Damn.
And then you pick it up, and the hair would get straight, girl. You couldn't be able to take.
I'm surprised you wouldn't burn. Like, I feel like if I put any heat for a long period of time on any part of my hair, especially up here, it could burn your hair off. And I don't have that. I don't have enough hair to lose. Miss T said I wouldn't use a hot comb on a wig.
Yeah, it was horrible. And I used to feel so bad for my sister because it's like, y'all don't do that to her. But it was the way, like, especially school pictures and stuff like that. They wanted her hair straight.
Well, Mary's still doing it
at this big old age. So they're sitting down there, they're getting them ready. She's talking about that the stuff they're gonna do, the Miller Factory, the Harley Davidson Museum, and then the drag show at the end. Then we get Meredith and Lisa. Meredith says she's confused about the conversation she had with Angie and Whitney. They asked her if she really trusts her, and she says she's done so many things in the past, she's not sure how much she trusts Angie.
Picture of Mary using the hot comb. Yeah, that is so close to yours.
You have to get close to the scalp.
Oh,
you gotta show it.
That scares me.
It's not on the channel.
Oh,
well, you're using something different.
My cat hit it off. I can't even find my screen. Okay, let me find the right. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's really like that's how they would do it, and you see that big, and sometimes it gets, not all the time, but sometimes, which is why they're like, you better stay still.
Lunch says,
Chick Benny said the kitchen is the worst. I can't imagine trying to get back there.
London says, Miss T, if it's a human hair wig, it works. Miss T says, burning your scalp in your hair, it would smell awful. Do you remember a smell, Busy?
It did.
Oh.
It did. And you know what the kitchen is for a black person?
No.
You're a liar.
I don't think. No, I can't think of what that is. What the kitchen is for a black person, you said?
Yeah, the kitchen. If Mary was doing that, she had to get the kitchen. What would the kitchen be?
She would have to get the kitchen?
Yeah, if she was doing this right now, straightening her hair, but
I
she had
don't know
to
what
get
that
the kitchen.
means.
So the kitchen is this part right here,
Oh, the back of your hair?
like the real big edge.
Oh, like the edge, like the baby hairs in the back?
Yeah, all your hairs in the back.
I don't think I have a lot.
I don't think you have a kitchen.
I don't think I have a kitchen. I think I'm going bald and have been since birth.
Yes,
Smoke?
yeah, because you have to heat it up that much.
You know what? The only thing I can compare it to is back in the like 80s, late 80s. I mean, I was pretty young, but like early 90s when chicks were like curling their bangs and, you
would have to burn it?
Well, you would wrap, now it's very different. You wrap the hair and you kind of let it, or you like kind of like just, you don't. But before you would get the curling iron and you would roll it all up, you'd hold it, and then you'd spray hairspray and you'd hear it sizzle. And sometimes you would have like a perm, so I could have like a spiral perm and I might have a little gel and I might want to throw extra curls in there to make it extra spirally. So then on the wet gelled hair, I would try to put a curling iron and it would sizzle. But yeah, when you'd spray hairspray right on the curling iron, we used to do that with.
So as your hair is burning, you're spraying more chemicals
it, and it's
on.
sizzle. Yes, and you're holding it in there. And now no one really holds it. You kind of like let it go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I can compare to, and that's not even close to what I would be worried about having a hot comb that close to my scalp. My hair would fall off. Like it's too fine. It would just.
Now ours is very thick, so
I don't have thick hair.
So then from there they say Lisa says she's frustrated because she's telling people to be I'm not telling people to be on my side. I'm not telling people to have my side or have my back. I just want people to have their own opinions and nothing else. So then we get Heather and Whitney.
I love this with Mary where she looks at Whitney.
Because she's like, girl, well, you don't know what a hot comb is?
Well, I didn't know what a kitchen was.
Yes.
So there is difference.
So then they have matching shirts, Laverne and Shirley. This is day one. She says that she feels torn, so she's not going to tell her about the Alibaba. Too fast. Alibaba designs on the Whitney website. She says she's going to wait. Heather thinks that the rumors can hurt her business, so she doesn't want to ruin the trip. Then you get Whitney and Lisa. Whitney tells Lisa about the Miller Caves. And, oh no, Whitney comes in to tell her, hey, I'm going to tell you that we're going out to something. This is the event for today. And Lisa says, oh, I don't think I'm going to go to that.
That whisper. I don't think I'm going to go.
She does. It's just, there's a breathiness in her voice that annoys me every time she talks. Because this is like,
you can't be, you hate Baby Gorgeous.
Say what you want to say, Mariah Carey. It just really frustrates me. I don't think I'm going to go to that.
I don't think I'm going to go to that.
Why? I don't know. I just think that I have other plans.
Oh, well, that's like what we're doing today.
I know, but I think I'm just going to stay behind and just have other things that I think I want to do.
Oh, that's too bad because I was hoping on the trip we could all be together.
Yeah, I don't know about today. I have other fun things that I think that we should do today.
Oh, I didn't know you knew anything about Milwaukee because we're here because I know Trixie.
I don't know anything about That's what it was. I don't know anything about Milwaukee. Like, I don't. She just was like, I'm not coming. I don't give about what you got going on. I have other things to do, and I'm going to do things by myself. And
she said beer is gross.
Really weird that she looked at her hairstylist was like, I got her. You saw me? I got that bitch together. It really bothered me. So then we're getting ready for the trip. Lisa's not coming, and she invites Brittany and Millie to go with her.
That was so calculated. She's like,
Would you have
"Hey,
gone if you were
Milwaukee."
Mealy and Brittany?
No.
Ever. Girl, majority of the people gonna hear. Am I gonna get camera time with the whispering hoe? Like, you have to think about this logically.
Well, and like, especially like maybe Brittany, but Mealy came in as Whitney's friend, allegedly.
I'm with Whitney 100% later on in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so with Whitney when she dragged her. It was like, girl, I wish she would have let me now. So Lisa comes and she says, "Hey guys, you guys want to go? Oh, I wanted to ask you this: have you ever been curling?"
I have uncles who are on curling teams. I've watched curling. Yes, there's a curling club in St. Paul where I grew up. There's like the St. Paul Curling Club. So it's a real thing. I don't, maybe in high school or something, maybe we did it in like.
You've curled before, for real?
Maybe back in the day, but I've seen curling events or whatever.
I mean, in the Olympics.
No, like in person, because my uncle is literally a part of the curling club or whatever in St. Paul.
I've never in my whole entire life in person
heard of that. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it because I have a client who loves,
it's like shuffleboard on ice, kind of, but you just.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
So you're making kinetic energy for the heat to be created, and then the ball comes through.
I'm not a curler. I might have tried. Like, I can't say I've never tried it because maybe in school or something we went to it wouldn't surprise me because everything's on ice in Minnesota. You literally learn how to skate. My dad used to flood our backyard to make a skating rink for us every winter. And we lived in the city and we had a small backyard, but he made sure that we had a skating rink so that we could both skate. We'd have friends over. He'd come home and he would, shovel it. He'd have to water. You got to water the ice to like resurface it. And then my brother was on a hockey team. So we were out there practicing, just having fun. So we always had an ice skating rink in our backyard. And now my friends who still live there, who like their sons or daughters play hockey, they have ice skating rinks. A lot of them, they'll flood their backyard. And some of them even put up boards. Like my dad, we just had like the bank of the snow was like, to surround it. And I remember he put trash bags down. It was a whole process and you had to keep it up. But some of my friends have actual like boards, like you see it like a hockey game, and then they have nets up. One of my friends makes it like her husband makes it so it's regulation size for their sons who are now like one's in high school. But
I love that.
Mm-hmm. So everything's on ice.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah, no, my dad was, I think of that now as an adult. And he was in his 40s then, and how he would.
That's like a small thing that's amazing.
And he would work all day and then come home and maintain that ice skating rink so that me and my brother.
It has to be cold. It has to be ice.
And you have to literally water it to like resurface it. Then you got to scrape it, and you have to make sure, the ice and everything. And I remember how excited I would get to like wake up in the morning. Or like on the weekends, you're like, I'm going out ice skating, put your skates on.
So you're a good ice skater, I'm assuming.
I mean, I wouldn't say
you're not know how to ice skate. But
I'm not Christy Yamaguchi. Can I skate? Yes. Can I skate fast sometimes? Yes. Am I like super, super good? No, because I don't skate a lot anymore. But like we have an ice skating arena. We have a hockey team that started out here in our area, not a professional hockey team, but they're the Firebirds, Coachella Valley Firebirds. We love them. We go to the games. They're so fun. And they have like a whole beautiful arena where they have concerts like Olivia Rodrigo, Lance Morissette, Weezer was just here. And my friends, their kids, they're really trying to teach kids in the desert hockey. So we'll go to open skate, like when Frankie and Lucy are here. And I was trying to teach them how to skate. And they were like, I mean, it's in them to know. I feel like it's just in their blood, but they were doing pretty good. Like there were these teenagers from the desert, like using the little skate
your brother
things.
Used to skate very well.
Yeah, my brother played hockey, and my brother still skates really well. So, but Frank and Lucy, they're learning still, and these teenagers were like, "How do these kids are better than us?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is like their second time.
Yeah, it's in their blood."
Mm-hmm. So as far as curling, like Sue's saying, the St. Paul Curling Club played the St. Olaf Curling. I'm pretty sure there is a St. Olaf. Like there's a St. Olaf College in Minnesota. My cousin went to St. Olaf.
Firebirds are awesome.
There's all the yes, they're a Kraken affiliate. So there's the Seattle Kraken, which is the NHL team who just played the Wild. We just lost to the Kraken. Shout out to Joey, the goalie from the Firebirds. I love hockey. Sorry, the goalie from the Firebirds, Joey. What's Joey's last name? We just would yell Joey. He moved up to the NHL, and he's a super good goalie. And so even when they're playing the Wild, I still cheer for Joey Decord. I think is his last name. So he's now in the NHL. So what they are is they're like minor league teams. So you play.
Okay.
So like there's in Iowa, there's a hockey team that is for the Minnesota Wild NHL team. So it's almost like their minor league. They can pull people up if they want to, but it's you have your own league too. It's just not professional. It's not like the NHL. National
and when
Hockey.
does the major leagues play? Normally during the winter?
NHL started now. Yep. The season has started. We just recently lost to the Kraken. I believe that was the one where did we go into overtime and a shootout? I can't remember. The Wild have lost a couple, and I was unfortunate. But I do like the Kraken because they are the NHL team that the Firebirds is under for the AHL or whatever you'd call it, like minor league. Because they have that for baseball too. There's minor leagues
And major league for every sport.
Yeah, and you can get called up to the big leagues, or you could just be a minor league player your whole life and make a pretty decent living. But our team, the Firebirds,
Lisa Tissa's ex-husband was on one of the
the
minor league games.
So he said. But our team, this is only the second year for the Firebirds. Their first year, we went to the Stanley Cup for the Stanley Cup. And NHL is like the Super Bowl, like the finals, like the NBA finals, So, but for the AHL, it's called the Calder Cup. And we made it all the way to the end, but we lost to the Hershey Squirts, Hershey, Pennsylvania. They had their
losers.
So, but they're really good. You don't want to keep talking about hockey? I can talk about hockey all night. Decord. He's so good, Mark. I love it.
To the trip.
Oh, beat the Nashville real quick. I know. Hold on. He's in the net right now in Nashville. I love Nashville as a city. I love traveling in Nashville. All my love to Nashville, but I hate the Nashville Piss Predators. I don't like that hockey team. And so I hope you beat them. Oh, it's a shootout. Go, Joey. And the Kraken also have the first woman coach ever in the NHL. The first woman to coach a professional men's hockey team.
The one that beat y'all?
Yes. And she started, I think, in the Firebirds, and then she got brought up. So the first woman coach in the NHL.
Yeah, because y'all couldn't keep it. So the Firebirds, the one is your team that y'all couldn't keep the woman thing because y'all like women.
Quit hating on the Minnesota.
I don't know that.
We like women.
Giving me the information.
We're not progressive.
I regurgitated it. So the Firebirds don't like women. So she went to another team and then she beat y'all because women rule.
She moved up. I don't know if she was. I don't know, but she was associated with the Firebirds. Teddy's disappointment says, "Fuck the Predators." 11 minutes in the third. Oh my gosh, some time left. Go Kraken. Sorry.
So then, so Lisa's taking the girls to go curling. Angie, and is this something we should talk about? No. So then we're gonna get the ice curling out of the way because it wasn't important. They go ice curling. Lisa doesn't want to be around Whitney. Millie says that she liked it. She wants to go pros. I thought the whole scene was boring. I even wrote this down. Brittany talks more about her man. She says that he was calling her, sending her text, but the text was saying, "Bestie, I thought our friendship was more than that. I thought you liked me more than that." Lisa was like, saying you don't like this man. He's treasonous. He's been doing treasonous things. Okay, girl, whatever. I'm done with it. Now we get to the beer tasting, which I thought was great. The beer, they were doing beer and cheese. Mary says that she wanted something upscale. I love charcuterie.
Oh, I love charcuterie.
So they're sitting here. Mary says she loves it. She says she's falling in love with beer. Brown wants to talk about Todd and working in the beer space, and he's so much older. He had worked here before.
He's got gout.
She sounds like a little kid when she's like, at one time he said the TVs were in black and white. I was like, girl,
she's your age, 38. And she doesn't know that? Aren't you 38?
I know. I've seen a black and white. I've seen black and white TV
you're
shows.
44. Yeah, you're 44. You saw black and white. Are you 39?
I'm 44. How old are you?
44. Aren't you 39? Are you 39?
No,
38.
no.
There's no way you're 37. You're 38.
There is no way I'm 37. I'm not 37.
You were born in the 80s.
Yes,
You were
I
born in
was. Late 80s.
1987.
Yes.
The year the Minnesota Twins won the World Series for the first time.
Girl, and here we are with a women winning a hockey series.
And then what's the math on that? So you're 7 years younger than me. So you're 37 years old. 38.
35.
No, you're not. You were born in 87. No, you were not. Because I was born in 80.
I'm 36.
You're 38. No, you are not.
I'm 36. I was born in 1988.
87.
88.
Okay. I'm gonna be a birther. Give me your birthday.
My birthday is March 5th, 1988. My boyfriend was born in my fiance was born in 89.
1990. Oh, you're old. You're a cougar.
Yeah, I hate that. I always said 5 years up, 5 years behind. Anybody else? Y'all disgusting.
Chell was born in 84, so I'm 4 years older than Chell.
That's a lie.
That's why he's
so they're talking about Broadway,
it's
and then
sweat
she's talking about
and highlight.
so the server comes up and he's like, you know what? Some of our bartenders got some things about ghosts. You guys want to hear it? The girls get up and Mary says, you know what? My dad was there when Jeffrey Dahmer was chopping up the people.
And that's of course what everyone from Wisconsin.
The people from there, from right across the street. So it went from he used to live the street over and walking to work to he lived right across the street.
He was in the apartment.
My dad said he was chopping it up and he heard the smells and he knew exactly what was going on. Those people in the bar was like, okay, so what was going on, lady?
Do you know, Busy, that I know a man, like
really
firsthand, I know a man personally who was at the bar, at the same bar as Jeffrey Dahmer, a few nights, I think, before he was arrested.
Black or white?
And was a white guy, a white gay man.
He would never have been picked.
He was well, yeah, good point. He was even in the bathroom with him at the same time. And
doing
he remembers peeing.
Oh. Why is that important?
Well, Mary's got a story about her dad. I got a story. I know a guy too.
And you see how ridiculous I think Mary is talking about a story?
Well, my contact was actually in the same bathroom, same bar, like interacted. I think he might have said he
looked at him and said, hey.
Maybe. And it's a real person. Nana knows the story. Nana knows the person.
Nana, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Nana, stand up. I want to know who knows. Well, John Wayne Gacy's dead now, right? I just learned that there's a JC's here.
A what?
A JC's. Remember, John Wayne Gacy was a part of the JC's.
What's a JC?
It's like this group of men who like do philanthropy, and it's like a fellowship or brothership, like a fraternity, a little bit.
My grandpa was in a
like
Midwest Showman's Club, like a showman's
like
club?
That.
Okay.
Like that. Dahmer's dead, right?
Yes, he was impaled in jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the black guy killed him. Oh, that guy was his lips were so beautiful. The guy who killed him, his Derek and his lips were so beautiful. Sorry.
I love that that's what you remember about the man who impaled Jeffrey Dahmer.
I just love kissable lips.
I always tell Chell he has pillow lips. He really does, because I don't have a top lip. I have a bottom lip, and I've been telling Chell, I want to get some filler. And he was like, that's why I do lip liner and I do lipstick, but right now I just have gloss, and I hate it because my lip disappears just like this. And Chell's like, oh, you don't need
do
it.
that.
I'm like, but he has like pillowy, like when you kiss him, it's like, yeah. And I feel bad when he kisses me because I have to go like this and try to find the lip.
I want the lip.
You're lucky. You have pillowy lips.
Well, I think Tay DeBay has better lips than I do.
He does. Yeah. He's a better lot of things.
He does. To be honest, that's why I'm
joking. No, that's me being slick like Busy.
So then after that, Heather, she's sitting down with Whitney. She says, him, I want to talk to you about what's going on with Prism and what the people are saying about the legitimacy. And Heather and Whitney says, well, what are you talking about? And she says, Meredith told me that you're white labeling. To be honest, these white people got words that black people don't know. She says that Meredith told me that you're white labeling from China. And everybody's talking about it. And I said, white labeling? What's white labeling?
I don't even know what that is either.
So apparently white labeling is when you're using things from China and then you're putting your white label on it.
Oh, it's like you whitewashed the China brand, the Chinese brand.
Yeah, so it's stuff that's very low quality. Me and you can start selling it on sipandki.com.
But Whitney says no. She's like, it's like almost like she goes to trade shows and picks stuff. How did she describe it? She
described it as this. She says that it's commerce. Everybody does this. You get it from somewhere else, and then she uses it.
So it's kind of like TeePublic. Like you can go to TeePublic, start an account, and you can sell your own T-shirts and put designs on it. Kind of like what we did. We're designers then.
But we're not.
But I'm saying,
somebody said that hoodie is everything. I do love this hoodie. This is the hoodie that I walk the dogs in every morning.
I have that hoodie. I love that hoodie too. It's just still.
So you guys, this actually isn't our official hoodie. The official hoodie is bigger. This was a sample hoodie.
Do I have that one?
You do have this one too. This was a sample hoodie we got because we wanted to see how big the logo was gonna be.
Wanted the logo to be.
Hoodie. I wanted to be huge. And I felt like this one
wanted it
small.
I like the smaller.
So then me and Joleen, we got these sample ones, and I said, nope, too small. And then we made them bigger so that like people can see our face.
Every time I wear any of our merch like that, people are like, oh, I love that logo. Oh my God, I love that logo. And I'm like,
I hate wearing these to store. I only wear it to like walk the dog or do things at home. Every time I wear it out to stores, people are like, oh my God, that's you. What do you do?
No one ever thinks it's me. They just say they like it. No, they don't ever say that.
Every time I wear this out, they're like, this is you. What do you do? Are you a celebrity? And I told Tavon, I said, I'm just not gonna wear this hoodie anymore.
Just put like a circle over your face. Like put
No, I mean I like it, but it's like I'm a content creator. This is me and my friend's show. That's
this
cool.
Is when you should promote. You should promote
I take the picture? Channel. And it's like I'm trying to get this tequila, sir. Like I don't know. I don't want to do that right now.
You need to do that and get people over to the channel.
I'm surprised people don't think that it's you because it looks like you.
Well, I don't know if they don't think it's me. They just don't. They never like are like, what do you do? They don't ask me. They just go, oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that
Black
shirt.
I'm pretty like, sure that's you. Who are you? Because we want to get to know who the famous people are. And Black people are not gonna. If somebody's taking pictures, they be like, and who are you? Because I saw those other people taking pictures with you. What you got going on?
I love that. Get to the point. Thank you, Miss Diamond. Like number 69. Yeah, Care Bear wanted to know if we still sell our merch like that. We've taken a break from selling merch because it was costing us more. We need to find a better way.
Yeah. So it will come back, but right now we're just taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
It was costing us more money than we were receiving.
We got to find a better way somehow. So if anyone has any tips, feel free to hit us up.
You remember that when I almost brought that machine?
I wish you would have.
Now I do. Because now we could be making. I can, but it's not a road that I want to go.
I have a Cricut machine.
What's that?
It's like a crafting machine. I've had it for probably 3-4 years now.
And Taylor Bay has a book making machine.
Let's make some shit. Okay. I want to make ornaments for Christmas and sell some on my channel and maybe sell some on Sip Ki with our logo.
Let's do Sip Ki ornaments.
All right. I got to figure out how to, because Chell helped me a lot when I did it last time. Because I
don't think we do anything by ourselves. So I don't understand why you're acting like
this
that.
Big machine, and I'm gonna keep recapping. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Okay.
And then someone tell me how to make it work easier.
we both need our everybody listen to us. Busy and Jolene only happens because of Tata Bay and Joe. We cannot do this without them. And 100% I'm okay with that. I don't know how Jolene feels. I'm okay with that. We could not do Sip and Ki with Busy and Jolene. We can do our independent channels if it wasn't for our partners.
I can.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I can.
Jolene says she can't. I need my partner.
See? It's this thing.
What the hell is that?
I got it, and I made when I did my Wicked themed Wizard of Oz themed tree a couple years ago, and I made some ornaments with it, some things, but now I forgot because I haven't used it since then. To get some dust in there.
Yeah, I don't think Chel's gonna help you because of how you just talk crap about him.
No, he helps me, but if you even ask him, Chel, do you do stuff for Jolene's main
he
channel?
could say yes. He may say no though.
No, not really anymore. Like
say the base says no.
Used to. Well, no, he's like Jolene just does it all. I just do it on myself.
No,
Busy, we are not the same. Busy does not
know
how to make a thumbnail. I am putting you.
I do not. I tell you that I'll tell you all this, and I don't take it back. I am an expert in what I'm an expert in, and I am not an expert in what I'm not an expert in. And I'm not trying to learn any new tricks. It's just not my thing. And I'm okay with that. Taylor Bay said that me and you should have this conversation offline. Because he was like, I get you, but maybe Jolene doesn't get you. Because even at work, you need to learn. I have a content creator. Like I tell them what I think is great.
You're going to be a content creator, especially with me in a partnership.
You got to do everything.
You have to be able to do a thumbnail.
Everything.
I'm asking you to do a thumbnail. How many? We can't rely on Taylor Bay or me to do it.
I can rely on Taylor Bay. And even when you weren't doing it, I had Taylor Bay do it.
I know, but that's not fair to Taylor Bay.
Why is it not fair? He likes to do thumbnails and he's great at it.
Well,
what's not fair? He's in here laughing right now.
What about editing? A little editing?
I edit. So the one thing that I feel like I can learn is OBS. That's the one thing that I want to get better at. Outside of that, I'm not good at thumbnails. I don't have the eye. There are more people who are better at. I don't
have the eye for that shit.
I think that you do.
That's a way for you to pawn off the responsibility, sir.
No, it's not putting off responsibility. I think that you do. I have tried these things before. I remember I was talking to Taylor Bay about it, and I was telling him, before I met him, I was doing YouTube, and my thumbnails were trash. Nobody was clicking on them. Nothing was happening with it. And when he got in, and he loves to do this stuff because he has this whole fantasy book thing that he does and everything. And he wants more practice. He wants
to make all of our thumbnails.
Not our thumbnails. He thinks that you're better at what our content looks like branded wise. Because he's tried and he feels like I just can't get what Jolene gets when it comes to the clicking. And
his are way better than mine.
Taylor Bay, say it in the chat because I don't want to speak for him and I don't want him to think that I'm making up stuff for him. He feels as if they click more when you make it. You look
nicer though. Even when I look at it, I go, "Oh, Tate did such a nice job how he incorporates the."
He feels like you got down the branding for.
Well, that's very nice of him. But I do want to encourage you to try.
I've tried, and I don't think that it has gone well for me. It's not that I have not tried. It does not go well for me, and then I say I'm just going to be the talent. Because even when you become a big person, you don't do all of that stuff. Other people do it. And I have people in my life who are really good at doing those other things. I'm not going to. I'm just like,
am I one of them?
No, I don't press. I never press you to do anything that you don't want to do. And when you're like, can you make the thumbnail? I go to the person that I know is good at making the thumbnail. I can't stress myself to do things that I'm not good at. Because then I'll get frustrated and sad when people don't click on a video or I think it doesn't look good. And then I keep changing it. And then I keep working on it. And then I don't make the thumbnail because that's how my anxiety works. Then I'm like, Jolene's not going to like this. It's looking bad. It's not look good enough. It doesn't look like
I would just like, if you made it, I'd be like, busy, way to go. I'd be so proud of you.
Yeah, but that's not going to change how I internally feel. Maybe I should do it again. It's
Oh.
gonna be different. Joleen really doesn't like this. She's just saying that. Like I have negative self-talk.
Really?
Very much so. Really bad.
I thought it was always just, I'm the talent. I'm not learning. I'm not doing it.
Oh no, I would do it, and then I'll even complain to him, and I'm like, "This is not good. Nobody's clicking on it. It's not gonna be." He's like, "Well, just give it a chance. It's been 30 minutes." No, I need to change it again. I need to do something different. You think I should change it? I get very hypercritical of myself, and then I get defeated, and then I don't even want to do anything anymore. So then, in order for me to keep doing videos, give somebody else the stuff that I know I'm gonna keep critiquing myself about, and then I won't do it. I know what things I'm good at. I know what things I'm not good at. And I'm not going to focus on things that I know other people are really good at and they want to keep doing. Then you do that.
I wish I had someone who made my thumbnails for my channel. It would, because that's something that I would, it just is something that I like. Sometimes it may not look like it because it's not like they're great, but like painstakingly, like trying to find pictures, then make sure the quality of pictures is nice. And then how big is it and where to put it and where, and then, you know, the font, and I play around with the font, and my branding isn't like, it doesn't stay the same. You'll notice my thumbnails look different because I'm always like, with my ADHD too, I have that kind of what you're describing where it's like this almost debilitating perfectionism sometimes, where I'm like, if I just would put out anything, then I could already be live by now. But the fact that I'm taking all this time to do this damn thumbnail
and never feel like it's right.
Yeah, I definitely don't. And I feel like, oh, mine's trash. Look at that one. Like I just saw one of like Kempire's thumbnails. I was like, ooh, that's good, Kempire. Like I really like, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I need to add some circles to mine. Get some circles that, you know.
That's what I don't like. Teddy Bay took time before because like I'm gonna research all of the people who are in like your spectrum of YouTube and see what their thumbnails look like, to see what I can. He likes to do that stuff. I am not, it's not important to me. What's important to me is how the content looks, what the content's supposed to be like. He gave me tips on how long my videos should be because of the traction that I'm going to get. All of that is what's important to me, because he's not going to get on camera, but he loves to do artistic work.
That's amazing that he does that too. And like when I early in my channel, I was very lucky. And if I went to, I mean, he's really busy now with school, but he would always help. So we do both have partners like that. I always thought it was, honestly, I did not know you thought that much about it. So I'm glad you explained it to me.
Yeah.
So Tay was right, because I always thought you were like, because you do it as a joke. So you're like, I'm the talent, bitch. And you and I used to kid about that, that we were both the talent. We'd be like, haha.
We are the talent. We have partners who will help us.
But then, you know, now I just like do it. So I was like, oh, Busy just doesn't want to do it because he's like, I'm the talent. But it sounds like you really are like,
girl, we would never get a video out. If I had to make a thumbnail, I'll be doing it for 5 hours and then I'll be so drained. I can't do the video.
And it's weird that we're pretty similar with each other on that, where I get so stressed out over the dumbest shit, these stupid thumbnails. It's like, I would already be live.
That's what I tell him.
Like,
sometimes I just go live and I tell him to just make the thumbnail later.
Like Mims is killing it. His content is so great. His thumbnails suck. Okay, I'll tell Mims that to his face. And he's not stressing about it. He doesn't need it because his content is so good. But every time I look at that thumbnail and that pink brick wall, and I think, sometimes, and you know, Mims, he's so talented. He's all the good things. But and I'm like, why am I sitting here? He
doesn't have to focus on that.
He doesn't have to focus because his content is so good. I'm just not at a spot, I don't think, where my content is like, where I have that much followers and my content is so good. I feel like your content is amazing.
You cannot focus on those other little things.
Also, shout out to Mims if you're watching. You know I love you, but that is like, you know, he's got the whole package, the looks, the brain, the content's great. And then I see that thumbnail and I'm like, no, he's not worried about that. Yup.
But why stress ourselves about it? I just cannot do it.
But look at him not stressing about that. He's, I mean, now it's more than that, but he's about to hit 150,000 subscribers.
He's getting hard hitting people. The people are giving him information. He's getting court documents before everybody. Girl, I don't care what the thumbnail you get.
Nope.
I'm about to give you some real stuff.
Because he's not trying to bog himself down with dumb shit.
That's somebody else's job.
He is really good at like the one title, like one word will draw you in, like receipts, proof. Timeline, screenshots, fucking everything, you know. So Mims is super talented. But yeah, comparison is a thief of joy. That is my favorite quote. And here we are.
So it's not that I don't want, I'm not doing it anymore. I will never get on YouTube if I focused on the thumbnails. I just would never get on YouTube because I'm just so hypercritical of me. I like to get on and get off. And he has to push me to say, you said you're going to do this video, because then I get hypercritical of myself. Am I funny enough? Are people liking it enough? I'm not.
You have got. Remember when we first started, and you and I would just go into like bits, and we would improvise. And I see you now pull back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're so funny, and you're so talented, and you're so naturally witty. And I hate that because that's why you'll pull out. I should probably pull out some. I mean, I take it a little too long. Everyone should pull out. But sometimes I'll go like way too long on a bit, you know, because I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
And then people are like, damn, is this bitch still doing that bit?
Hello, 20 minutes.
We got it. Funny. Keep it going. Next joke.
No, but I love that about you because you go there and it doesn't matter. And I feel like I'm very hypercritical of myself now because I think that I'm losing the happiness in it and I'm looking at it as a business, which is there's a line that I need to toe that I'm not good at right now. I'm getting nervous and bills are due. The economy is up and I just want people to like me.
Aww.
That's very vulnerable.
Everyone likes you though. I've never met someone who's like, I don't like busy. Oh,
please let me know a person who doesn't like it. There's only 2 people I don't like in this world. And that's no, I'm not telling people's names.
Don't tell us. Miss Diamond says analysis paralysis. Oh,
that's and I think my psychiatrist said this because then I stop.
Yeah,
it is like very easy for me to just be like, nope. After I think so much about it, I'm not doing it. Mm-hmm. I was gonna review Love Is Blind. I have 3 thumbnails made by Taylor Bay.
Oh damn!
I never made one review because I was like, well, okay, well I'm behind. Are the people gonna be okay with it? Because he was like, okay, he made me like 8-10 thumbnails, and I was like, okay, well the season already started. People already have their stuff out. Now there's spoilers. Is it too late to do it? Maybe I should just stay. And then I just didn't do anything.
It's crazy because you see people just come on the internet. They don't even know what they're going to say. Like they don't know what they're going to talk about. They just, and people show up and, I'm that same way when I'm like, well, and that's what like keeping, consistency and also, with time blindness and ADHD and like keeping that time every day to be live at like 11 a.m. Pacific. And I'm supposed to do my show. And then I have this self-talk. I don't know enough about the live feeds. I have to know more. And Chel's like, people aren't watching you because you know everything about the live feed. They're watching you because you deliver to them in an entertaining way, what you do deliver to them. And that they just are watching it, you make them laugh and for how you do it. And I'm out here trying to be like, in the beginning, especially like, well, this is how Taryn does it. This is how this person does it. And it's like, well, that's not what I do. That's never been what I do. I'm not like a really, that kind of like critical analysis definitely of like strategy or anything. I'm watching the personal relationships and commenting on that. But I had a hard time now being a professional, being a full-time content creator to tell myself like, oh no, Joleen, you got this. You're ready. Because I was always like, no, I should know more. I have to have more. I have to have more pictures. I have to have more screenshots. I don't know enough and I can't go on if I don't know every single thing about it. And I'm like, nobody knows every single thing. There's not a flashback option. I even had Chel recording the stream so I could go back and it just became like, no, whatever I got from it that I want to deliver to my audience in a comedic way, that's what I do.
Yeah. And that's what the people are looking for you for.
But I still, with every show or with everything I talk about, but some people don't even think about that. How freeing that must be. They're just like, hey, I feel like I can't even have long pauses.
Hey, I'm going to be talking about Big Brother 26.
Yeah.
Episode, whatever this episode is.
I'm literally just reading stuff.
I think Taryn said something. They're not even doing their own notes. They're doing somebody else's notes.
And it's just like, it's so crazy. Lay says it's hard when we take a fun hobby and turn it into a business. Crossing that over isn't easy. Be kind to yourself, Busy.
Thank
Davon
you.
says more like 7 thumbnails.
He made a
for
lot. He made
Love is
for Love is
Blind.
Blind. He made a lot.
D says, you guys are funny, real, and entertaining. That's why I watch. Thanks, D. Marie. Mark Fry says, you do got this. Both of you. Thank you guys.
Thank
Are
you,
so
Margie.
kind. But it is crazy, like the internal struggle with something as silly as, because kind of like what we do on YouTube is, it's silly.
Yeah.
It's so fun, but it's also silly. It's not like we're saving lives or doing anything.
Girl,
that's
we're
like,
not doing hard-hitting news.
no, but the amount of pressure
That we put
you
on
feel
ourselves.
and you put on yourself,
Yeah.
and how debilitating it is, and y'all just go into ADHD paralysis, and I'm just like,
I'm
doom
like, well,
scrolling.
girl, and this is why it's bad for me to. We've gone so far from the show, but this is why I am very reluctant to create times for myself, because I
me.
know I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna be like, I don't feel like I have enough. I remember this morning because I was gonna do a Busy Blue Associates morning meeting, and Taylor Bay woke up and I was like, I don't have anything. I had 8 articles in front of me.
Yep.
And I said, it's not interesting enough. I don't know enough. It's not, I don't have the backgrounds enough. There are people who just go on to, especially in the realm that I'm trying to get into, they just say, this is from the Jasmine brand.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj is now not talking to Megan Thee Stallion. How do y'all feel about that?
Next.
And then the next story, and they get thousands of views. And then I'm sitting here thinking, oh wait, okay, so where's the real article? What's going on? Do I know enough about Nicki Minaj and the art? Like that's, but I and then I say, I'm not doing no morning meeting this morning. And I haven't done one in the last couple of weeks because I felt like the news was not interesting enough. I don't know enough. I haven't searched enough. Where there are people who just get online and say, Little Unksky has decided that they are voting for Trump. How y'all feel about that? Next story.
But you know what? And I kind of love, because also even with that delivery, it is like some people would rather have it than have to read all those articles themselves. Have someone else go. And how do you feel about that? Thank you for asking. Thank you for telling me the story.
Put it in the comments. How you feel about Lil Unsky? Y'all know, and they'll really be like, I don't even know any of their songs. Y'all know any of their songs? I didn't even know they voted for Trump. Y'all voted for Trump? Put it in the comments. And then that's it. And I always feel like I gotta get more.
Well, that's why I always say, especially with my when I started my when I started my No Offense, All Offense shows, which I wanted to be like weekday shows, you know?
Yeah.
And then with Big Brother, it became more of a Big Brother breakdown, but it'll go back into No Offense, All Offense. But I would say it'll be 11 a.m. Pacific, pending ADHD. Because I don't know. It could start at 11:15. It could start at noon. It could be, it could be on Saturday, and it's not supposed to be on Saturday. So the people that's why I'm so appreciative to the people that roll with me and get that. But it's honestly like a struggle, and consistency and schedules, I think, are very helpful to someone with ADHD, but it's also like it's like the sun to a vampire. It's like,
And I think the worst thing is that I have the ability to control it. Mm-hmm. That's what bothers me. I think that's what my worst enemy is, because in my day-to-day, my work, I have to do that. And these meetings I have to go to. I can't change it. I have to show up. But for YouTube, I can be like, I know I scheduled this 45 minutes later. Then it turns to an hour later. Then I cancel the live.
And then I always feel guilty. Like if I don't keep up, then I get down and I'm like, oh God. And then in my head, it's like, with all my other thoughts, I'm just like, you're a failure, like that.
Yes.
What are you doing? And people waited for you, and you keep moving in. People are probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
Yeah.
And if I do go live and I don't feel prepared, I'm like, people are going to say something, and no one ever does, except for recently I got a comment, and one chick, she left a comment. She goes, what are you even doing? It seems like you're just talking to talk. And I was like, oh, that's my fear.
How did you get here?
Yeah. How did you get here? Or people will ask, like, they always ask if I'm, it's a term, not spinning, sputting, spewing. I forget what it's called, but I've been asked it so many times.
Yeah.
And I think it's like something that you can do with autism or something. But I was like, maybe.
Going off
I
the
don't
cuff?
know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's a name for it.
What is it relating to?
I think it's just like not spiraling, but kind of like you keep talking. Not spiraling.
Everybody's saying spiraling.
It's not but it is spiraling.
People watching your video say this lady is spiraling.
She's spiraling. And sometimes I am. And that's the beauty of it. Like sometimes it is a spiral. I'm down.
This Diamond and April, y'all need to go to jail. It's like, it's spiraling, girl.
Maybe it's not an S word.
Miss Diamond didn't even put a question mark because she said spiraling. You spiraling.
It's something. What is it? I'm going to remember it the minute I'm off. But it's like, I forget. But I think it's something to do with like autism.
Spinning?
Stimming. Yes.
Stimming. Okay.
Stimming. And I don't even know what stimming. Okay, I looked it up once because I've gotten it a few times enough times I should say, where stimming or self-stimulatory behavior refers to repetitive movements, sounds, or actions that individuals engage in to regulate their sensory input or emotional state. Well, I think that's just my comedy. That's how I would describe my comedy.
You do like active like comedy, yeah.
It's commonly observed in people with autism spectrum disorder, but also can occur in other individuals. So it's like movement, hand flapping, rocking, spinning, pacing, head banging. I love all those things. Staring at lights. Yup. Lining up objects. Blinking rapidly. I don't know. Auditory, humming. I sing a lot. Clapping, tapping, repeating words or phrases. Yup. Love that. Tactile, rubbing hands. Ooh, I do like to do, and I do this sometimes.
Oh my God, you be stimming.
Scratching,
white
biting
women
nails.
Stim.
Sniffing objects, licking hands. Well, I don't know if I'm licking my hand.
I think I feel like you licked your hand before.
So the functions of stimming is sensory regulation. Stimming can help individuals cope with sensory overload or underload by providing calming or stimulating input. Emotional regulation. Stimming can help manage stress, anxiety, or excitement. Focus and concentration, repetitive movements help individuals focus. But I've gotten so many comments like, is this bitch stimming? And I'm like, what is stimming?
How are they finding you?
I'm in an algorithm and I just pop up and we're acquired taste.
Put that in the tags. Stim.
I'll be like constantly stimming. Just here stimming. I mean, I'm a part of the neurodivergent squad, so maybe,
Put it in the tag, stimming. It's the girl looking for stimming video.
Tag it. If you're looking for stimming, come find your girl Joleen. But I guess when stimming becomes a problem, it says, while stimming is generally harmless, not for everyone on YouTube, it can become problematic if it interferes with daily life or social interactions, causes physical harm. If I stim myself,
oh my God.
And
Chell comes in, hey, Joleen.
Leads to self-isolation. Just stim myself into a corner.
I'm glad we had this talk. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this thing so then I can go to bed.
Tay the Bay says, welcome to the ASMR plus stimming.
But that
yes, he does the ASMR to the stimming.
I love ASMR. All right, so then we get to Heather's talking to Whitney. She says she's going to talk to them about it. She says that she doesn't feel like this is, something that should be talked about. She should have came to them. I thought it was weird for Heather to tell Whitney, don't say anything to her on the
on the trip or
on the bus or whatever it is. On a Sprinter van.
Immediately Whitney gets on the Sprinter van. She's like,
well, no, she doesn't. So they get on the Sprinter van back to the hotel, and Whitney's like, I want to talk to this lady so much, and I want this lady to know how mad I am, but I'm gonna leave it alone. So then they
something on the bus.
They get back to the hotel. Then they all get dressed, and then now it's time to go back out.
Oh, Harley Davidson time.
Yes. As soon as they get on, Heather said, "So you guys excited about tonight?" And Whitney says, "Well, I was excited about tonight until I learned about some people talking about my business
on Alibaba."
On Alibaba.
I'm sorry, who said you're on? That's just what I was saying. But you're on Alibaba with my family.
I told Heather that I felt bad about that.
Hey, Care Bear.
And she said, well, why didn't you come to me? I was Whitney said the whole time. And what's the girl's name? Meredith's whole thing is that you don't want me. You can put it in your voice. You don't want my advice.
I didn't think you wanted my advice, honestly, Whitney. For my family, I didn't
Because
think you would
she's
want
been
it.
in this industry for years, and she didn't ask her any questions.
I've won awards in this industry. Honestly, with my family.
And she says that, look, Meredith says, if nothing's wrong, then nothing's wrong.
Okay.
When he says, look, if you have something to say to me, babe, make me a bowl before you put it up. If you have something to say to me, say it to my face. Don't be going behind my back. If you have something to say, and no, my stuff is not coming from Alibaba. It's commerce. Okay, like
everybody does it.
Everybody.
Oh no, that's Whitney.
Everybody does it. It's commerce.
Okay, so then they said they're gonna put a pin in it. Whatever. They get to the Harley Davidson motorcycles thing. The family of Harley Davidson gives them a tour. They get the backstory. Brian would have shocked that this is the thing that bring the girls together. Whatever.
Look at Whitney. She goes to Sturgis. Do you even know what Sturgis is, Busy?
No.
It's a big biker event. I think it's South Dakota, Sturgis, and everyone goes there. I don't really know a ton about it, but I've been through Sturgis and driven through there. And if you got a motorcycle, you're going there.
So Whitney, she says, I have a gift for everyone, but I wasn't going to give it because of all of the stuff that people were saying about my stuff. But I have my jewelry gift from everyone. So she gave everybody the jewelry gift. And she let Meredith know how much she disliked her talking about her stuff. And Meredith says that she's putting way too much on it. You know, it's your business. I just told Heather I wasn't trying to start anything big or whatever. So, girl, you putting 20 on 10. It's not that serious. I don't care. I was just worried. And that's it. So then Lisa starts jumping in and saying, well, to be honest, I feel like you need to be listening to her because why can she talk about, you could talk about people's stuff, but she can't talk about people's stuff. And then Heather starts to jump in. And then Whitney says, stop bringing people into our conversation. This conversation is about me and you. Lisa says, let me help you out. You're making it more than what it was. Okay. And then they start, am I making it more than what? Yes, you are making it more. It reminded me of Real Housewives of Atlanta with but now they're marketing. So, am I doing that, Whitney? Yes, you are doing that, Whitney. Oh, should I talk like you, Lisa? Oh, you're gonna talk like me now. They start going back and forth. So then, they say you didn't come to me. You went to other people, and that's gossip. Lisa says, "Oh, the same way you didn't come to me is the same thing that we're going back with that Meredith did." And she said, "I felt steamrolled by what you were doing. I like this little thing that you got going on, steamroll, this little friendship, this word that's going on." And here comes Angie. No, you know what? Because she's always has a nose problem. No, you know what? This ain't steamroll. And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna jump into this because soon as somebody says steamroll, now Angie coming in. No, that is steamroll.
She came in titties out, ready to fight.
Titties out. Now this one I felt Angie on, and Lisa go to hell. When Angie was like, Lisa says, I'm upset that you were having Whitney's back and you're telling her things. And I told you that if you told her things, that it would change our friendship forever. Angie said, look, you are jealous of my friendship with Whitney. And I have never told anybody things about it. I stayed up at night. I stayed up at night. Okay, she knocked her chair down.
She kicked it. She Chuck Norris that shit.
She had her hair down.
And then
I stayed up at night working on you. And I did all of these things for you. Okay, and here you are because I've been an amazing friend to you and you're not an amazing friend. So I've been an amazing friend to you and you haven't been an amazing friend to me. Let's be honest. Let's be serious about this. I'm just really heated. Yeah, go ahead. Go. Call Electra. Isn't that what you do?
Ooh.
My children, I'm just saying, every time we're talking and I have something to talk to her about, she's like, oh, my daughter's coming. Girl, you are out of line. You are out of, this is not about children, it's about parenting. And that's what the problem is. And I wish Angie had the brain cells to tell her this. It's not even about her children, it's about parenting. Lady, I get off the fucking phone with you so I can be a parent. I get upset and angry with my mother when she does not pick up the phone when I call. Because what are you doing that's more important to me? I don't care if you're the top nurse and you're in somebody's heart and pushing their heart in their head. You answer the phone. Even on Grey's Anatomy, they say, who's calling? My son, okay, well, give it to me. I don't care if you're doing surgery in somebody's liver, taking out anybody's spleen. Mom, what are you doing? Answer the phone. And she's like, what? Go call Electra. Isn't that what you do when you want to get off the phone with me? You say you're going to call your daughter. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real with it. Go call your daughter. Like, is that what you're about to go do? She says, girl, I'm being a parent. And you're mad at me because I'm being a good mother? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm on the phone with your airy, breathy ass. Okay, so when my child decides they want to speak to me, yes, I'm going to get off the phone and I'm going to talk to you. And then here's Mary. You guys really love each other. Mary said, you guys really love each other. That's why this is so emotional. And I'm looking at her like thinking, girl, shut up. Well, they had no. It was no reason for her to say nothing at the head of the table. Then we end that, and Brittany says, oh, let me get this out. Because we have to do it again. So, everyone, I have another announcement. Mary said, oh, God, here we go. We already got the first announcement. Here, the next announcement. Jared and I have officially broken up. They were never together. They didn't break their day. They were never together. And then she said, I had an epiphany. Heather, her friend says, girl, I heard this story a million times before. Just do a flashback of Brittany having epiphanies. I had an epiphany. You know what? I thought I had an orgasm, but it really was an epiphany. I had an epiphany. And Heather said, I'm just so tired and done with this. And they're like, oh my God, Lisa, this is so good for you. Did you tell Jared? No, I haven't told him.
I just want to tell you guys first about my epiphany.
The thing is, you don't need to tell him anything. Y'all not together.
He called you his friend on social media, and he's messaging the brow girl.
And then they're like, she's like, well, he's been calling me. He's been texting me all night. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to listen to what you all said, and I'm going to take that advice. And Mary said, oh, finally. And Brittany says, excuse me? She's like, well, to be honest, I didn't think you were hearing anything that we said. I thought we said all this stuff and you weren't going to take any word that we said seriously. You don't listen. And she says, you know what? No. And no, Mary says, to be honest, I felt like last night I wanted my time back. All the time that I spent talking to her, I wanted my time back. Because she wasn't listening to me. I wanted
That's
time back.
That's the Mary Cosby we know.
Brown says, to be honest, why do you like him? Like, what is it? What is it about him that you like? Is it? And they say he's an Osmond. Oh my God, he's an Osmond. And bro would say, well, is that what the reason is? Like, is that why you like him? Is that it? She's like, no, that there's other things. Well, what are the other things? Are you in love with him or do you want to be with him? They start to talk about Osmond Lane. I don't know nothing about this street. Who cares? And Brittany says, I don't feel like I like the energy that you're coming with, Bronwyn. What you need to do is worry about your own husband and start worrying about your own marriage and not worried about mine.
Oh my gosh.
What's your husband's name?
Do you love him? Are you attracted to his
And
old balls?
Bronwyn says, girl, you're trying to drag me from my marriage and you don't even know who I'm married to.
He's got gout. We know that.
You're gonna read me, come with the names. I will never take a read for somebody who's like, what you need to be doing is worried about your man. What's his name? Girl, I don't need to worry about nothing. I know you ain't with him. You don't even know his name. And you don't know who he's with. And how do I know that? Because you don't even know his name. Don't ever try to drag me and read me about something. She said, well, how did you guys meet? Are you in it for the money?
Bronwyn said, of course I am.
She was like, girl, see, and this is why I felt bad for Whitney. Most people think that when they see both of us, us two kind of girls with the older man. I know Whitney was like, well, how I get dragged into this?
My man.
Girl, she was talking about your man. But Bronwyn was like, no, that's the trope. Everybody likes to do that. Whitney, me, you, we know everybody likes to do that to us. Whitney's like, girl, I was just trying to eat my soup with my white label jewelry. She says, so what's the age gap between you two? It's 26 years. Are you attracted to him? Am I attracted to my husband because he has money or because of the age difference? I just feel like this is a low blow. And everybody likes to call us gold diggers and say that we're about this. And to be honest, if you want to talk about anything, you could have talked about my nose on my second one. When I met my husband, I had all of my stuff. I had my own money. I didn't need anything from him. Okay? I don't want his stuff. And that's why we don't have a prenup. And so you don't have a prenup. No, we don't have a prenup. And Whitney says, I just hate that stereotypes. He's a savvy businessman. They love each other and they want to be with each other. But he doesn't have a prenup. You're not doing a prenup. Do you think that he doesn't love me? I don't want none of his stuff. I don't care about his stuff. And I'm going to be bad. I'm going to be okay after that. Okay, so you and that Osman can shut the hell up because you don't got no business over here. Worry about your man or non-man or whoever you broke up with today. So then Whitney says, okay, let's just table this. Let's go to the drag show. The drag show was cute. Bronwyn. Bitch.
They said, this is a costume. This is not high fashion.
Stupid as hell. You look like something out of Mr. Rogers. This is not it. You have the eye. No, you don't even have the eye and you missing the T. This looks stupid. This looks so stupid. This mustard hat, I saw this on the fashion. Some things just belong on the fashion stage.
Yes, some things are just meant to be couture.
And over the top, and let that be that. What's that purse? A hot dog?
They do have a costume like this at Target. You can be a hot dog. I dressed up as one year.
I'm going to be Bronwyn this Halloween.
I'm going to be Angela Murray from Big Brother.
I can't believe that. And this mustard cap. Girl, get out of here with that. You look so stupid. You look so dumb. This is not a costume, and then you wear one. You look dumb. I was on your side until she put this crap on.
What are you talking about? Look at Busy. It is couture. You just don't
look
get
at that that Trixie Mattel a body doppelganger. Amazing.
Does that? You don't think Trixie was really there?
No, they said it. That
was Trixie.
No, that's a Trixie Mattel doppelganger.
How did I miss that part?
I don't know, but it is not Trixie Mattel. She even went to go into because I told you I love Trixie Mattel.
Why would Whitney be asked to go out there by Trixie?
Because it is Trixie's bar.
Dang, even the makeup, everything, the wig.
I know these drag queen girls do it.
Oh my God, that fooled me.
Yeah. But it's not Trixie Mattel. She looks good. Trixie Mattel is currently on a 3-month hiatus. I can't wait for her to get back.
Yes, from YouTube.
From all business.
Everything, because he did a video, or Brian did a video as Brian, not as Trixie, right?
Yeah, and they're just they're just worn out. And I will say Trixie Mattel works harder than anybody that I know.
Harder than Katya?
I was about to say something very disrespectful, but yes. way harder than Katya. and puts their all into everything, and they have their hands in everything. I'm watching their shows on HBO Max. I'm watching their shows on YouTube. I'm watching their stuff on VH1.
And you can't appreciate the fruits of your labor if you're always working.
And that's what they were saying. And then they started going. I'm saying they because I don't know. When I talk about Trixie, I say she, but then when I'm talking about Brian, I say he. So I'm just saying they as Trixie Mattel.
His name is Brian, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But overall, it's just so much work, and you never get a chance to have a break. And like Trixie Mattel was the reason why I fell in love with Barbie, like in general, because the love for Barbie that Trixie Mattel has is like because that's where Trixie Mattel comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mattel will not sponsor Trixie, which is really wild.
That is wild. They'll regret that.
Yeah, I mean, they still do reviews on the channel. She's Trixie Mattel still does reviews on the channel regularly. So, but no, it was a lookalike, and I'm glad that Trixie still continued to take the break that she said she was going to take. I can't wait for her to come back though.
I think she just posted like a house tour, so she had a lot of content.
She said before Trixie left, she said videos you see of me are not me live. I have already pre-recorded all these videos. I've already done all of this work. If you see a video of me, it's not me live.
Look at how pissed Lisa looks in this.
It's just angry.
Well, it's kind of like that. I didn't follow this a ton. Are we at the end? That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, we're done.
Right?
We're done.
It's like that Nick avocado.
Mm-hmm.
That, do you know, he did well, he did like mukbangs, whatever the things you like to watch.
Yes.
You used to.
And I still do.
Remember, he gained a bunch of weight.
Yes.
And then he came out and he had lost a bunch of weight because he had banked so much of his videos.
And he worked out. They said that he worked out. It wasn't that he.
Yeah, but it could have been. He could have lost. Did he ever say when he lost the weight?
No. So the person I
years.
follow the most is B-Love. I love B-Love. I love her sauces. Everything. I love her whole entire family. But she was talking about how people are trying to make it seem like he did it the wrong way, but he worked out. She says that she had been talking to him the whole entire time. He did it the natural way, so not Ozempic or anything like that.
Well, they were saying he was trolling.
So he did do it the unnatural way? I never watched the guy. I don't even know who he is.
Well, when he gained the weight and started doing the mukbangs, I think his personality changed with it.
Oh,
that was like, it's almost like he was doing maybe like a social experiment and then came back and was trolling the whole time. I don't know. I just watched a couple of videos about it because I remember him with Trisha Paytas years back, and there was like some drama there. And then
she started deleting videos. She did a video about the videos that she.
I am so shocked that she has not been canceled. Like they've attempted to cancel her many times.
I love her,
but I'm just saying, like,
my problematic life.
How she has escaped. I'm not saying she should be. I'm saying how she has escaped.
She wasn't doing stuff that Colleen was doing.
Cancellation.
Because Colleen needed to be gone. I actually did go to her video because I used to watch that when she did Miranda Sings. She hasn't posted that on that video in 3 years. She let that thing go. But she now does like vlogs. She's a vlogger now.
Oh, with her kids because she has twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Trisha has 2 kids now. But there's still beef with obviously her and Ethan and Ethan's wife and then her. Yeah. And so I'll follow some channels that cover, even if it's older, but Ethan and H3 or whatever, they still kind of will bring up that situation from time to time, and she'll bring it up, because her husband is Ethan's wife's brother. And remember, we were watching
people got so much going on. Maybe we should do a Sip Ki about that. Because I still do love it. Fascinates me. It's not because it's not as dark as the stuff we used to cover with those other people. But it fascinates me, the drama that happens on social media. Some of these people never met ever.
No, most.
And they have so much drama.
So much drama.
So maybe in our members only, we'll do like one or two of like new things. Let's not stick with them. Just bring up a drama situation that we saw, talk about what happened, and then go to something else.
Unless it's one that keeps going every week.
I feel like that's what got us into the last stuff. So I say if we can do maybe 2 videos or 3 videos about some drama, but we have to let those people go.
Yeah.
Because then we get sucked in.
Well, not necessarily.
All of those white crackheads put us in their business.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. So it does happen. It does happen.
Oh, Haru says, I'm saying he is a troll. He used to be vegetarian. And yeah. It was, one day I woke up and that video was trending. It was like Nick Avocado or whatever his name is. And I'm like, I remember him being very different. Like he started off small and and then he started. So I don't know. But anyways, fun. I am yawning because I am tired. We've
been on here 3 hours and I didn't rush you off.
I don't even know. Well, it's because you got all them notes and you want to get through them.
Yeah, because I want to catch it because I want to start to talk about the real episodes. I'm gonna try to edit this and put this into 2 segments, but keep up this full video just in case people don't want to watch the full video. Put it into
Busy. I'm so proud of you.
Now, those things I can do in what is this called? iMovie. When it comes to everything else, don't look for me. I did one short where it cut off half of the stuff. I think it was the Mary short, not a costume. I was like, Tay the Bay, this is the best I could do.
Tay the Bay he does so well on the shorts. So
the only thing I have to do is tell him what to do.
And thank you, because we're able to put it on Sip Ki, our own socials. Like it's so nice because having to do that shit yourself.
It's a lot. And he's so good at it. The thing I don't want him to do, but he still wants to do it because he says it brings more attraction, is that he does the what's the words? The caption.
Oh, captions.
Or no, it's not. Is it called captions? Yeah,
captions. He can just put it through an app.
Yeah, I sometimes I'm like, once he does the video, don't do it. I see the video, I'm like, this looks good. And he's like, okay, now I'm gonna do the caption.
You have to do the caption.
That's what he says. And it's like,
now if you don't have captions on those shorts, like people
I don't want him to spend more time. I'm grateful for whatever 30 minutes he takes on anything.
Oh, Tay the Bay. Thank you, Sue. Sue says, thank you both. But you had reminders at the beginning of the show. You both said, remind me. Oh,
what?
Thank you, Sue. Remember, I was supposed to say busy, you're high.
Yes. Okay. So the movie that I want to watch.
You'll go first.
Okay. So the movie that I want you to watch, I was high, is
but I'm not going to be high. So is it going to be as good? Excuse me.
I think it will be. I think it will be. The movie is called hold on.
Is it something about being high?
What's Inside on Netflix?
It's What's Inside. So I remembered that.
It's a psychological thriller
because we talked about it on yesterday's live, and I was looking for it. But while looking for it, Chell said, "Oh, look it's the first." Chell had never seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger.
What?
And maybe he had seen older or newer ones, but he had never seen the first
one. Original. Yeah.
So I rewatched it for the first time since I was a kid because that was the one movie that really effed me up when seeing it as a kid. That made me not like scary movies because I'm a kid and I'm watching people get killed in their dreams. It's a pedophile killing kids, pulling them into the bed underwater. They can come get you in your dreams when you're kind of awake, when you're kind of sleeping. Like just blood everywhere. Like, oh my God. So I rewatched the first one. I don't know when the last time you rewatched the first one. Yes, but I was like, oh my God, me and Busy need to
So let's do Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And you know what? Then if I'm gonna think about the scary movie that first made me scared, we're gonna watch Children of the Corn 2.
Oh shit! Children of the Corn's another one.
Child, those white people in those corn.
Oh, they're scary.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, that old lady under the house trying to get her cat.
I'm trying to even remember because I remember Children of the Corn. My friend, my bestie, she loved scary movies, and she would make me watch Puppet Master 1, Puppet Master 2, Puppet Master, and I was like, it's dolls coming to life. Like, I did not appreciate scary stuff until I was older, and then I really got into it. But I think when I was younger, it was like Freddy was.
You remember Tales from the Hidden
To
Crypt?
this day, yes, I remember Tales from the Crypt. To this day, like Chell seeing some of the scenes in Nightmare on Elm Street in the first one, he was like, "Oh my!" I'm like, right, and this is like 1984, the year Chell was born. Like back then, this is some dark, gory. I was still a little bit like, "Oh God!" And how he's in the boiler room and the story behind it. I mean, and I'm like, I was
He was a
watching
bad
that
man.
as like at like 9 years old, like sneaking, at like friends' houses, and then just like, why would anyone make this kind of stuff? Like I just was so terrified of Freddy. And the
Are we
song,
doing Friday? 1, 2, Freddy's
Freddy's
coming for you.
you.
Okay,
3, 4, better lock your door.
only he
5,
had a
6,
song
grab your
and Candyman had a
crucifix.
song, right? Those are the
7,
only
8,
two
don't
ones.
stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
I don't know why you finished that song. I don't like that. I'm
stimming.
superstitious. But he and Candyman had a song, or what's the Bloody Mary? Bloody Mary had a song.
What was Bloody Mary's song?
I'm not gonna sing it. I'm superstitious.
You just say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, and then she appears.
Mm-hmm.
She never appeared for me. Did you try that with your friends? I tried that shit.
Never in my life. I used to be upset. I used to go to the center when I was younger, and like it would be like you want to be cool with cool kids, and then like, okay, we're about to do it. We got this. And then I'll be like, no, I'm not doing it. And then they would do it and then lock you in there after the second one.
My God, what a nightmare.
So they would never do the third. They would never say the third Candyman or the third Bloody Mary, but they would lock you in there after number 2. They'll push you and then run out. And I'm like, oh, no! I don't want to be in here.
Yeah, I forgot that it was Wes Craven. Like, I think because Nightmare on Elm Street, I really like.
Yes. Wes Craven is amazing.
But he's amazing. And but still in 1984, I feel like that shit, there's some corniness and stuff, but a lot of Freddy's, like the fright and the scare of Freddy, that shit holds up.
So we're gonna do Nightmare on Elm Street 1.
Yes. And Haru's asking about the bad seed. We decided to not do the bad seed because Busy was already starting, and it means too much to me. So I'll wait to talk about that with Nana.
I will allow that. I will allow that for tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for coming to Sip Ki with Busy and Joleen. We hope you have enjoyed this video. We really love doing this video for both of you all. Shout out to all of the members who have become members or who have stayed here throughout this whole entire thing. We really appreciate you all. We cannot say it enough. I am looking for this thing. Oh, say bye, Joleen.
Bye, Joleen.
Bye, Joleen, because this